are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. We're back on track on the fourth score.
All right, we are live. We are good to go. Let's go. Yo, I can only go through the range of emotions. I went through a serious range of emotions right now. So let's get into this, man. The New York Knicks enter this one down 0-2 after losing both home games at Madison Square Garden. They were going to make a bounce back in the series. And by the way things were going in the first half, you would have thought this was going to be an 0-3 series, and this thing was a wrap. I mean, these guys were getting into foul trouble. We're talking about Deuce McBride. We're talking about Karl-Anthony Towns. Just boneheaded plays to start the game going into the end of the first half. But hey, guys, there seems to be a common thread here. Common theme. We got to be down 20 points in order to make this thing a game for us, man. We truly got to have our backs against the wall until we can actually show that we got some fight and some grit. And that we did in the second half. I mean, first and foremost, we got some heart from Deuce McBride once he got back out on the court. But we got to talk about the big bodega tonight. This man single-handedly put the team on his back. Put the team on his back to keep the season alive. Oh, my God. Karl-Anthony Towns, what a night for you, man. Woo! This guy was just on fire in the third, and he, like I said, single-handedly would bring this team back into the balance. And then we get some contributions from Brunson, OG, all those guys, offensively and defensively, to close this thing out. Man, Knicks would win this one 106-100 through some grit, baby. New York grit all day and every day. That's what we want to see, man. And all it takes is just one game at a time, brick by brick. Let's talk about it tonight. We got CK2K, your play-by-play host on the other side. You got me, Alex Terrace, a.k.a. the Stratocaster. We're breaking this thing down, man. We're waiting for CP to come back. We already know what he's doing, man. That man's getting lit. This man might be too lit by the time he gets back after this victory. So let's get it all going. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button for your boy. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Pacer fans, I know you're in the chat right now, but you're all quiet tonight. You're all quiet tonight. I love it. But you can watch in silence, as the Celtics fan did. You can all watch in silence. You can all watch in silence. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. Take a seat. Pull it up. Don't worry. It's okay. Make sure to call it through the Discord tonight. All right? Whether you download the app, whether you go through the web browser, whatever fits your fancy. Make sure to get through. We want to hear your takes tonight. TM, if you haven't done so already, drop the link in the chat. Let's go, man. Let's go. CK. Bro, the range of emotions that I just went through for this game. I hated this team, questioned my existence of what I was watching tonight. Thought there was about to be a fake comeback. Then they started to pull me in. I'm like, all right, how are you going to break my heart tonight? And then we took the lead in the fourth, and we closed this thing out. Even when Brunson had 5 fouls and he sat until like 2 minutes to go in the fourth, I was like, is this really about to happen? Are we really about to do another 20-point comeback? And now it's just 2-1. Get a night off. You're back at it again. What was it? Today's Sunday. So we're back at it again on Tuesday. Anything's possible, man. But I'm going to enjoy the moment right now. We won this game. Season is hanging on by a thread still, okay? We got to win that game too. Got to win that second game in Indiana. But man, bro, the range of emotions.
That's an understatement. Range of emotions is an understatement. We also need to talk about the range of Tom Thibodeau. This man, Thibodeau. He said, you know what? Let's try all of the experiments all in one game. We saw every Twitter Knicks fan, YouTube, whatever Knicks fan you are, wherever social media, or whether you just sit on your couch, every fan theory that was possible, we got them all in one game. We got them all in one game. We were talking about the great debate. Should it be Deuce or Mitch? We got the answer, and it was Mitchell Robinson. He started the game, played close to 30 minutes, looked phenomenal in that time. We had a strong start until we forgot how to shoot the basketball. But then there was the other one. I said it in the play-by-play. I'm like, look, We got what we wanted in the starting lineup, but the job is not done. Cameron Payne, love your energy. Love what you can do for this team.
Stick to dancing on the sideline.
On the bench. On the bench. You know what I mean? It is just as impactful. The energy you bring, the wisdom that you can have if there is with you doing it on the bench, it is necessary. Tom Thibodeau said, you know what? Why not? Because we got DeLon Wright into the game today. But not only did we get DeLon Wright, people were then wanting. When I tell you, Alex, we got all of the experiments in one game. We got them all. There was only one experiment missing. I'm gonna get to that next. The then next conversation was, all right, CK, all right, Alex, all right, CP, okay, JD. If we're not gonna play campaign, then it's gotta be Shamit, right? No, if we ain't gonna play campaign, it's gonna be DeLon Wright. And then he got guy in the back, man, y'all tripping. If it ain't gonna be Payne, it's gotta be Precious. The conversation was then, if it's not Payne, who's it gonna be? Tibbs said, why not both? Except for Precious. I was waiting for Precious to come out there. I was like, yo, Tibbs is going full 180. He throwing them all out there. He said, look, I ain't gonna give you one or two. I'm gonna give you all. But Precious did not get on the floor tonight, which I feel like was okay. But my God, Tom Thibodeau waited until game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals to say, you know what? Let's try this roster thing out. Yo, what y'all think? You know, we've been playing with 5, 6, 7 players. Why don't we try playing some other guys on this roster? You know, let's try this thing out. This thing that, hold on, you can play with more than 5 players. This is kind of cool. And kind of cool it was, because my God, I'm so proud of DeLon Wright, Landry Shamet, and don't get me started. We gonna talk about Deuce. But so proud of DeLon Wright, Landry Shamet, and I'm even going to say it, Josh Hart as well, because he did not start great. This man went as far down as a negative 24 in this game and brought it all the way up into the positive, because he locked in that second half along with everybody else, and we're going to talk about it throughout this show. But I am more proud of Landry Shamet and DeLon Wright for the mere fact that we could use that excuse of them not playing and we're expecting them to do this. No, they stepped up as if they had been playing. And I think that's what pissed me off even more, because DeLon Wright was playing so well defensively to the point where Tom Thibodeau had him being the sole defender on Tyrese Halliburton. This is his first meaningful minutes in the playoffs, and your first assignment was gone, and he did well. So we're going to talk about all that, but man, Tom Thibodeau went full Dr. Frankenstein and said, we're trying it all. So all of the conspiracies, all of the wants, and all like you said, the Knicks fan fiction, we got it all in one game. And by damn it, we came back from 20 points and won again in a big game where it looked like after one half of basketball, we were going to have to start talking about if Mike Malone can look good in blue and orange or not.
Oh, my God.
But Lord have mercy. The New York Knicks extend their season, and Game 4.
Game 4 is going to be fun. And yo, CK, we got a super chat from the legendary Chuck D, the rhyme animal himself, threw a $50 super chat in here. He said, I never, ever, ever in my ball fan life want to hear any BS talk on Josh Hart ever. I missed the last 6 quarters doing concerts to 50,000 people. I came off the stage yelling at the second half. I am not in a family show mode. Hardcore fan up, man up. Shout out to the legendary Chuck D, man. Throw a hashtag P in the chat. This man's getting out of work. He's so much of a fan, and he's here with us right now on KnicksFanTV. Yeah, he's here with us right now on KnicksFanTV, CK. Tap it in. Feeling what the pulse of the fan base is feeling. We're feeling energized, energetic after this win. Damn, man. What irritates me is that, you know, because we can talk, first of all, DeLon Wright deserves a lot of praise tonight, okay? Because as you mentioned, man came in ice cold. 26 seconds the last game. That is the most he's probably, I think that is the most he's seen this postseason, bro.
Yeah.
26 seconds, right? He hops in. What is he doing? Jumping out of bounds, getting a dime of a pass to Karl-Anthony Towns where he missed that layup. Dime of a pass. Thankfully, it goes out of bounds on the Pacers. We still get the bucket. My man is defending, as you said, Tyrese Halliburton, switching well, causing havoc, getting steals. He should have had that steal on Halliburton, too. Or was it Nembhard? I forget. No, it was on Nembhard. He should have had that steal on Nembhard. Yeah. That was a nasty call by the rest were awful. Terrible. Okay? Awful. Horrendous. He should have had that steal, too. My man was all over the place defensively, locking in. That is why we've wanted DeLon Wright. We don't need a Chuck and campaign. We don't need that. We need somebody who's going to be out there, be a steady hand, get the ball to the right person, read the floor. And that's what he was doing. Even if he's not getting downhill, he's making the right passes. He's not forcing anything, man. And you see what happens when you take care of the rock. You're making the smart passes. Shout out to DeLon Wright for coming in and doing the damn thing. And Landry Shamet, all right? And Landry Shamet. Man gets his 1-3, gets a charge on Obi Toppin, gets the ball back when we need some answers. And it's the small plays like that. And
he had
plays
Obi
like
crying.
It's small plays like that, man. Just be locked in, play aggressive, play smart. That's all we have to do, man. But the first half was going sideways, bro. I mean, everyone was just discombobulated. From Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG, McBride getting 3 fouls, Karl-Anthony Towns. I mean, whew.
Yeah, man.
This is what's so frustrating about this team, CK. This is what's so frustrating, is that we watch a performance and Karl-Anthony Towns, this game, like if you just track Karl-Anthony Towns throughout this entire game, it gives you the full range of understanding of what the Knicks are, right? And like why it's so frustrating. First half, boneheaded fouls, whether it's a moving screen, hooking Tyrese Halliburton where he should even got called on that initially. Halliburton is shoving him, but yet they overturn that and say, hey, he hooked him. That's the offensive foul. Regardless, he shouldn't need to do that to begin with anyway. He's strong enough to move Halliburton. Doesn't need to do that. That's a whole other conversation. But just getting silly, ridiculous fouls, not being in position defensively. And you're like, what is this guy doing? Right? You're out here saying, what is this guy doing? But he's so talented, CK. He's so talented. The IQ is not always there, but he's so talented that when you just get him the rock and you give him the green light, what he does in the second half is just out of this world. Absolutely out of this world. And for the people who tuned in late for watching this game, Towns only had 4 points in the first half. 4. Played 13 minutes. Over 13 minutes. Only had 4 points in the first half. Second half, played 20 minutes. Gets you 20 points. A point a minute. That man was instrumental in the comeback. The step back. The drives. The post-ups. That's what we want to see from him. That is what an all-star looks like. That's what a star looks like. Commanding the rock, taking advantage of a defense that can't stop you. And this is what's so frustrating, what's so maddening, is that he puts together one of the most brilliant second-half performances while looking like a complete ish in the first half. And that is how this Knicks team plays. And that's what's so frustrating about this team. So much talent, but yet it's just boneheaded plays. And then you're like, wait a minute, why do we got to do this, man? Why do we got to go through this whole roller coaster of a ride, these range of emotions where it's like, you all should not be on a basketball court at all, where it looks like. And the next thing you know, you're like, wow, we're blessed to have this team. This is crazy.
Yeah.
But bro, and to continue with Karl-Anthony Towns, even though it's like the whole Knicks experience, Cat was just, damn, man. Like, that's what the front office is looking for when you trade somebody, to say, hey, Jalen Brunson doesn't have it tonight. Do we have anybody else that can give us an answer? And that's one of the reasons, because his efficiency, 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, get you 9 boards too, 1 assist. The talent is there, man. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
The talent is there. There's no question about it. Yeah. But thank you, Karl-Anthony Towns, for saving the New York Knicks where the season was hanging by a thread. Shout out to you.
Yes, on the offensive end. Yeah, I completely agree. Towns deserves everything. We should talk about him all night long. But for me, I said it in the play-by-play, and I truthfully believe that it really came down to us locking down defensively. I think that the defense, I just bit my tongue. I feel like the defense was the biggest catalyst for us in that first half, because like when we missed a shot, they made 4 in a row. Then we make one. Yep. And they made 5 in a row. We miss again. They make 10. So in that second half, defensively, my hat, if we're not talking about Towns, if we had to go my hat goes off to Deuce McBride, who got absolutely nerfed in this game by the referees. Gave him 2 raggedy fouls. They can have the first one. The first one was a foul. He grabbed. So you're right. There was one right call, but then they absolutely nerfed him in the first, not even half, first quarter. They took Deuce out of the game. And you would think, the same we were just talking about with like DeLon and Landry Shamet, you'd think that he'd be cold and he'd be rusty and he's trying to catch up to the pin. No. The minute he checked into the game in that third quarter, you felt the shift. And look, it was a collective. It was all of them, because you got to give Hart some credit too. Got to give DeLon Wright, like we just mentioned. Like there's credit all around. But my man Deuce was just on something different. It's like he has the same thing we're talking about with Towns, when he realizes that you have that talent where there's not many guards in that Pacers uniform that really can match you with the way that you play physically, defensively, and also when you get just that little bit of space that you need for that mid-range jumper now that you've been developing here, but also the three ball. And I feel like Deuce McBride defensively in this game is not going to step up in a stat sheet or whatever. You're not going to see it, but he was huge for that defensive run down the stretch. I'm talking about, you had him on Halliburton situations, you had him on Nembhard situations, and yes, Alex, you even had him on Siakam in some situations and handled business. So I feel like Deuce McBride, if we're talking about Cat for that huge 20-point run, which was monumental, and there is no Knicks win without that, we're also talking about on that other side of the floor, I feel like Deuce McBride was the general. He led the charge from a point guard's perspective when our guy Brunson had to sit on the bench with that fifth foul. So my hat, I'm looking at Deuce Miles McBride. Miles saves the day yet again. We not talking about Spider-Man. We talking about our Spider-Man and Deuce McBride, because defensively he was huge, while Karl-Anthony Towns was able to just go out there and cook Miles Turner and fill in the blank, because everybody else just was getting bullied. Siakam, what's his name? Tony Bradley. They kept throwing guys at this
Bradley.
bro. Oh my gosh. But so Towns was great, but for offensively, it was the Towns. And then on this defensive end, Deuce McBride, baby. Deuce McBride. And that's from one half. One half. Come on, man. Come on.
Deuce. And look, man, you mentioned it. It's Deuce. He led the charge. That emotion, you could just see he was just frustrated, right? You can see the frustration in the first half, saying, "Hey, I need to go out there and I need to go prove my point on who I am." 2 or 3 in the third quarter, man. He played the last 4 to 5 minutes of the third quarter, goes 2 or 3 from the field, 1 or 2 from downtown, hits both of his free throws, gets you 7 points to lead that charge, which then, goes into Karl-Anthony Towns just taking over that fourth quarter and just bringing it back. Because the way that he ended that third quarter, CK,
Absolutely.
The way that he ended that third quarter, where it's like, the Pacers only had an 8, then they go back, make it a 10. The fact that we're in a 10-point game when we ended the first half being down 15 or so, and then you're like, all right, we're a shot. We got a shot right now. We got a shot. Is this although I'm feeling like, is this the fake comeback, or are we actually about to do the real thing right now? What are we about to do, man? Are you about to play with my emotions today? What should I be prepared for? I have no idea. But thank you, Deuce McBride, for starting that charge. And look, he ended it too. As you mentioned, Jalen Brunson gets his 5th foul, man. I mean, on a BS call.
Terrible.
For the refs tonight, side note, the refs tonight need to go have their heads examined. They were awful. Absolutely awful. I'm not one to blame the refs, but tonight, every single call against the Knicks was so questionable. I'm like, what is a foul? I have no idea what a foul is. Just zero. The refs tonight sucked. Absolutely sucked. And but regardless, the Knicks overcame how bad they were and still won. That's why I don't always blame the refs. You got to do everything in your power to win. But my God, it's like from the Halliburton fouling Cat to calling it back on him getting the offensive foul to you're saying that wasn't a charge by Nembhard on Brunson and that was a blocking foul. Like, what are we doing, man? Yeah. There was just way too many stupid calls. Yeah. Too many. But to get back on track.
Oh my gosh.
The travel
hurt my heart.
The
At
travel.
that point of the game. And it wasn't even that loud of a travel. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh yeah, he definitely got no.
That was not a travel. That was not a travel.
Terrible. It wasn't. 100%.
But refs were awful. But getting back to it, McBride, you had these guys just closing the thing out, man. I'm sorry, I had to go. The refs need. I don't even want to give the refs a segment for how bad they were, although they probably do need a segment. But I don't want to give them that too much airtime, man. No. They were just awful. They were awful. That's all you need to know. They were just awful. But
we beat them. They took an L too.
They do. We beat the Pacers and the refs tonight. All right.
Yep.
It was 2. It was 1 against 2. But McBride, man, you talk about 9 critical minutes because of Brunson having 5 fouls. And if you look, McBride played 9 minutes and 14 seconds exactly to Brunson's 2 minutes and 46 seconds. That tells you how much you had to rely on McBride and Towns. And of course, Josh Hart. Josh Hart was huge, dude, because that man was just sloppy in the first half. And I don't know if it was because, hey, you make a lineup change. Now you're trying to figure out how do you get in rhythm when you're so used to playing with the starting 5 that you've been playing with for 90 some odd games. Now you make a change because the season's on the line. So we could potentially attribute part of that to being a lineup change, although it shouldn't be so dramatic where you have no idea what you're doing on rotations, that you're completely lost, and you have no idea what to do offensively. And tonight, Josh Hart's offense, it wasn't his offense that was doing anything.
Yeah.
It was just the floor game, right? It was just, let me get some boards. He ended the game with 10 boards. He only had, he had 8 points tonight. 1 of 3, got 6 of his points from the free throw line just because he was getting fouled, and the Knicks were in the bonus. But everything they did was just a solid floor game. The passing, the passing, playmaking, whatever you want to call it, the rebounding, those were the big areas. He had a solid floor game tonight, especially in that fourth quarter where you're looking for, you don't have Mitchell Robinson out there. You have Josh Hart, so he has to go crash the boards. I was kind of worried because he was holding his knee. I'm like, nah, man, don't tell me you're going down right now. We really need you because you just got a good board. Are you gonna be able to shoot your free throws? Thankfully, he did. He knocked both of them down to put this game out of reach for the Pacers. But Josh Hart, that's energy, that's grit, that's overcoming a terrible game as well. And that's why this team, man, once again, it goes back to being so frustrating because this team can play well. Like, we know that they're capable of it, but the inconsistency, not just game to game, but within the game, it's just absurd. Absolutely absurd.
Yeah, 1,000%. Man, the bench got to play. I can't believe we took the training wheels off and we started riding the bike for real, man. It was a little sloppy, we was wobbling. But man, seeing a full team effort, I'm just so proud. I'm just so proud. I think that just opens up so much more for us. I mean, hopefully it's not too late, but man, I'm just happy. I'm just happy. Shout out to Campaign. You had your moments this season, but right now, like, we just saw the quote from Rick Carlisle talking about they finally played their defensive players, so that makes it a little bit more tough. And I'm like, I can't even be mad at that. He's right. We did. We finally decided.
I hate that. You can't even hate on that comment.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. So I'm hoping it, like I said, it's not too little, too late. And hopefully, now that Tibbs realizes that, you can trust this roster and you got a team that, this is that push that can, get us to overcome another obstacle here in these playoffs and, continue the ride. But I'm just glad we got this game done. Now, one game at a time, as you mentioned at the very top, focus on game 4, but let's celebrate a little bit more here tonight, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We over almost at 5,000. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe here on KnicksFanTV. Alex is doing an amazing job holding it down. CP will be here when he gets here, but Alex holding it down. I'm here as well, trying not to lose my voice. But let's go, Knicks, man. I'm so proud of this team, bro. Man.
You put in overtime, bro. Put in the overtime. I love it. I love it, man. But how can you not, man, when this team is just giving you stuff to work off of?
Yeah, man. Finally, right? Seriously, bro. Oh my gosh. I almost tried to see if I can delete my my response to you on the text when we were in that first half. I was like, he responded, but maybe he didn't see that.
maybe I texted you. Oh, bro, I don't know if you saw this, but oh, this was meant for 3 days ago, bro. 3 days ago.
No, right. My internet's cutting out. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no. Oh, you didn't get my initial text? Oh, wow. That thing's really delayed.
Oh my gosh, man.
Man.
What a game. What a game.
What a game, bro. But make sure to subscribe to the channel, as CK already said. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. All right. We're gonna take some of your calls right now. We're gonna line this thing up. We gotta hear what all you gotta say. Let's get to the line, CK. We got some people on here. Oh, we got the mayor of the Discord today. We got Stillico. Unmute your mic. How you feeling, bro?
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
There he is. How you feeling, Stillico? What's going on?
I'm reporting live and in person from Gainbridge.
Oh, wow,
Oh.
you're in Indiana.
Okay, okay.
First NBA game I have ever been to.
Oh,
That's
great. What a hell of a
Yeah.
what a hell of an introduction to your first NBA game.
Okay.
Can I just say, shout out Landry Shamet, shout out Delon Wright for being, shout out Mitch for being the only guys in the first 3 quarters that gave me reason to keep breathing. That third quarter, I thought I was ready to see the pearly gates for a minute there.
Mm.
Towns, thank you for doing what was necessary in the fourth. We can't have 3 quarters like that again, man. We can't do that.
Facts.
No, that's playing with fire.
This game was at best a lifeline. We got hope. We cannot mess around on Tuesday, and we especially cannot mess around when it goes back to the Garden. Because if we go down like that again, our luck's going to run out. We can't be doing this.
Nope.
Not at
Because
all.
there were times where they were going on 10-point runs at a time. And it is only by the grace of the archangels of basketball that our shots finally started going in. Our guys looked ready to give up about 5 minutes left in the third. But we pulled it together, man. We got a lifeline. We can't be wasting it.
We do.
Man.
We do.
See y'all on Tuesday.
That's
Glad
Stillico.
you
That's
enjoyed
the
the game,
mayor. That's the mayor of the Discord. Appreciate you, Stillico. Damn. What a hell of a first game to go to, CK.
I'm saying, man. Yeah, for real. Great experience.
Wow. All right, man. So this is what we all need to do now, all right? We all need to start a GoFundMe and get Stillico to the next game. All right?
Yeah.
That's what we got to do. We got to send Stillico to the next game. So we're going to make sure that we people, somebody out there, all right? Let's start crowdsourcing, get Stillico to the game because clearly this man's a good luck charm. We cannot have this man sitting at home, all right? Stillico, you already put yourself up for, something, a test. I don't know if you're willing to do now. Oh man, let's get to another call though, CK. Let's get to King Matthews. King Matthews is on the line. You know he always brings that energy. King Matthews,
I know he hyped. Oh yeah.
Alex,
No Diddy comments though.
we'll trust no Diddy tonight, man. That's Halliburton's thing. But CK, Alex, how y'all doing tonight, man?
Feeling great.
Great.
Man, for sure. And let me just say this about Tiz, man. He's just a troll. He's nothing but a troll. Of all games, you decide to start Mitch, Dylan Wright plays, and Shaman. I wish Precious played, but hey, the bench was playing. And no campaign? Am I dreaming? No, I'm not, because I'm alive now. I'm alive because the first half was looking a little bit shaky. But the fourth quarter, shout out to Deuce McBride, man. Pat, man, even though Brunson was not playing the fourth quarter, by the way, that was a BS call, by the way. Refs were hating. It was finally nice to see Cat getting the ball for once. Like, when someone's hot, you got to feed them the ball. And Cat was just doing his thing in the fourth quarter. Even dunking on them hard. Damn. Mama, there goes that man. And Josh Hart, man, you said about him getting injured in the leg, man, he got hit in the eye and his eye was bleeding. And he's still standing. He has aura. He was just not playing the right role. His role is coming off the bench, and that's what he does, man. Now, all the Knicks got to do is one game at a time and stay focused. Because the last thing what we need to do is keep hearing Reggie Miller's mouth on that court. Let's keep going. Knicks in 6. Be safe. Stay blessed out there. Come on now.
That's King Matthews calling in. Believe in Knicks in 6 still, man. It's still there, man. Knicks can still win in 6. Can they pull off 4 wins in a row? I don't know. But take it one game at a time. That's all we can do at this moment, man. They got one. Let's go. Let's get to Tuesday. Let's see if they can do it again, all right? Just got to get to Tuesday and go win another one, all right? Win another one in Indy, all right? They got a hell of a road record, man. What are they, 6-1 on the road now? Sheesh.
Yeah.
6-1
It's
on the road.
possible, man. It's possible. That home record, though, don't look at it, okay?
Mm-mm. We ain't gonna talk.
Don't look at
We ain't,
it.
we ain't gonna talk about MSG, man. Let's not talk about MSG right now.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about. Let's get to Will though, CK. Let's get to Will. Will, are you there? Oh, he's going through a wind tunnel. What's going on, Will?
What's up, fellas? How's it going?
Good, man. How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm on deployment right now, and it's just been crazy, like watching this from afar. But you know, I was actually able to watch it because I'm in port right now. I was able to be on the phone with my son watching it from afar. But yo, I've been saying it all year. When Thundercat comes out, we don't lose. Like, he's got to be a Thundercat on that court. When he's just this little purry kitty cat, the game goes sideways. He's got to be a Thundercat, man. He is I just don't get it. Like, why it takes so long to get him involved. Like, we didn't even have to put Brunson back in the game, and we took the game over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's mind-boggling. And then I was sitting there talking to my son, and I'm like, yo, it's a crazy notion when you just look, 2 feet down the line of the bench and you find all the life and support that we need and put him in the game, and it changes the whole complexion of the game. But it took to the 3rd game of the Eastern Conference Finals for us to figure it out, So, yeah, I'm just stoked, man. I had so many Knick haters on this ship laughing at me for the first 3 quarters, and I was like, y'all can keep laughing. Watch what happens when we come back, and we came back. So, yeah, it was a great night, fellas. A great win. This team takes years off your life when we watch them play, man. It's crazy sometimes, but like I said, man, it's always a pleasure listening to you guys. Pleasure watching this with the fans, and like I said, I'm gonna keep watching it from afar because it's gonna be a little while before I get home. But like I said, man, it's been a pleasure listening to you guys, and God bless everybody. Everybody be safe, man.
That's Will calling in, man. Appreciate the call, Will. And hey, Pacers fans are quiet tonight. I can tell you that. I know they're in the chat though. We got CK. We got 4,600 people in the chat right now. Shout out to all you. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Okay. Woo! We got a lot of people here. I know there's Pacers fans in here. Y'all quiet today. Y'all thought you had
They're
this one.
front runners, man. Just like their boy Tyrese. They ain't in here, bro. They're not in here. I'm telling you.
No.
If they were in here, I'd have some respect for them. But they're not. They're not.
Nah, they're quiet though.
Not.
They're too quiet. They're too quiet. They're like Celtics fans, man. They're like Celtics fans. They're here when they're winning. They're gone when they're away. All right. You know what Knicks fans do? We're here when it rain, rain, sleet, or snow. We don't matter, man. You'll find us all over the place. All right. We still talking. Man.
Yep.
I really can't with this team, man. This team will take years off my life. I think I got a few more grays in my beard. Let's go. Jeez, man. Absolutely. I really can't. I have no idea what I just witnessed tonight because I was right there next to my wife's watching this game with me, and she's like, "Why? What's going on, man? Don't they go?" She even said, "Are they going to come out with some pride and play with some energy?" I was like, "Damn, you're recognizing this too. I'm not going crazy, huh?" And then she's like, "Look at me." She's like, "How are they back in this game?" I was like, "If you cover this team this entire season,
yeah,
you know that this is in the cards."
You should have just been like the Knicks. Like that at this point, that's just what we do. We're the Knicks.
Oh my god.
Man. Yeah, we were talking about before the show started, but we need to find that stat. Like we've got to be in historic range for the most 20-point comeback wins in playoff history. Like we have to be in that range. I'd be surprised. We have to be.
Have to be. It's just insane, man. How many? Like, what is this? This is now the 4th game being down 14 or more points. You come back and you win. It's absurd. Like, why do you all make it so difficult on yourselves? Why can't you make it easy? Let's get
because there's no fun in that, Alex. Come on, man.
Look, man.
Easy.
I'll tell. I'm very thankful I'm not too far from a hospital, but I don't want to go next. I don't want to go to the hospital. Okay, man. No, I don't need that.
No, for real. Yep.
Don't need any of that. All right. This is what they need to do, man. They need to just take the power up mushroom at the beginning of the game before they reach the castle, and then they'll be all good, man. That's all they got to do. All right.
No, knowing us, we just get hit by the Goomba right in the beginning. That don't mean nothing. Go ahead. that don't mean nothing. Man.
Level 1, just get hit right by the Goomba.
right away. Yeah. And still, we gonna finish the level as a small Mario the whole way. That's just how we are, bro. That's the Knicks, man. No power ups, you know.
Good God. All right, man. Let's get to Zach in LA. Zach, how are you feeling, my man?
What a crazy family show win. I mean, if that's not some of the best defense we played all season in the fourth quarter, you didn't watch a game. But finally, Tibbs, you got to give him his flowers, man. He just finally cleared the bench. He was just like, I mean, I guess we have no other choice at this point in time. So give that man his due. But bro, Cat, that fourth quarter, Deuce with the defense, Hart with the defense, Brunson taking a back seat, knowing that it was best for the team. Man, what an effort.
What an effort indeed. How about that block by OG in the fourth, man? What about that block? Disrespectful. I loved everything about it. Aaron Naismith trying to back him down. He's like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Get out of here.
Dude, this team, what a cardiac Nick affair. Oh my God. This team was taking us to the brink of absolute devastation and brought us to the exuberance that we should all have at this point in time. Because you know what? We showed that we were down 20, and it's not a fluke. We can come back. They can come back. This series is far from over.
Yeah, yes, indeed. That is right, Zach. It is far from over, and appreciate the call, my man. Appreciate you always tapping in as always.
Salute Nick and Knicks in 6 or 7.
Knicks in 6 or 7. And look who we got here. Look who we got joining early. Wow. It's not even after midnight, and you're here. All right. Wow. Look at you, CP. Can't hear you, bro. Can't hear you. You're muted.
He's still in the first half. We gotta get second half, CP.
Hang on.
There we go. Now we got you.
You live? Check 1, check 2.
There you are.
We in the place.
You're in the building.
Of the great Cody Glock. So to everybody in the chat, man, first and foremost, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. I had to pour up a glass when I got home and reconfigure the pacemaker and make sure the heart was back in right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have to.
All right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I need.
You're up there in age, man.
I know, man. I needed a little bit of time to just make sure everything was back in the right place. Because this was by far between the emotions coming into the game, the emotions carrying over from brutal losses in the first two, obviously far from out the woods, but man, to be down 20 points and not just be down 20 points, they were brutalized in that first half between the Pacers' offense, their ability to play football and not get any calls, and just the Knicks just looking like at that point that they had let go of the rope. They had a bewildering turnover. I forgot who passed it to Mikal Bridges, but then, that was when they were down by 20 at that point. I said, oh man, this might not look great. But again, give a lot of credit to these guys, man. This was another cardiac Nick affair. They did not let go. And as a matter of fact, with the season on the line, they gave one of their more grittier performance of the year. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. Is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't just come out of thin air. This is a real thing from watching the Knicks over the years. Obviously, game ball goes to Karl-Anthony Towns, player of the game. And again, tale of two halves, because Al, I got your message when he hooks Halliburton in that first half. I begged the referees to overturn that. I said, please call it on him, because I'm disgusted with what I just saw. I put it out there on Twitter. I said, if you got to back down Halliburton and hook his arm, we're cooked. But luckily, man, he put this team on his back in the second half. I thought he was disgusted with what he just did. Put
He
the
should
team on
be.
his back. He should have been. I mean, the shot making was just incredible. Give him a lot of credit. Attacking the basket, he mixed it up. He was very aggressive, which they needed, especially with Brunson in a lot of foul trouble. So give credit to Karl-Anthony Towns. He saved the Knicks season just for one night. And so, man, you got to tip your cap to him. 20 points in the fourth. He was sensational. Secondly, hey, we've been looking for Shaman and Wright all playoffs, right?
This is why you played DeLon Wright.
This is why you played DeLon Wright, man. This is why you played DeLon Wright.
Because he's right and he doesn't give you pain. That's right.
That's that. There you go. There you go.
Simple.
But the thing is like, no, he's 6'5". He can defend. And from what I've seen of him, he's a smart player. Right? Like, a gangbuster situation here, but he's steady. He rarely makes mistakes. And against this Pacer team, you need that. Sometimes those intangibles can take you a long way. Just having a guy that is in the right spots. Because this Pacer team will run you raggedy all up and down the court, through 3 screens, through the legs, through the backboard. Like, you got to be chasing guys down all over the place. You need guys that are steady so that all 5 guys can be on the same page. That's the value of a DeLon Wright. He's got the wingspan. He's 6'5". Sometimes he can knock down a 3 for you. He can play aggressive defense, but he plays relatively steady. You don't need herky-jerky campaign. We're good.
No.
We've been good on that. Been good on that. So you needed that. So give credit to that second unit. Deuce, I thought his attitude, everything was just ferocious with Deuce tonight. Deuce, Shamit, Payne. I mean, no, not Payne. Sorry. Right. Those guys were great. And again, against his Pacer team that is continuing to run up and down in transition, in the half court, you got to have these guys out there, man. So hopefully this is, a longer term rotation option here, because you could see it, man. For at the end of the first quarter, Cap was worn out. You played Mitch the entire first quarter. That's not ideal. Even Precious could get some minutes. You could afford to play Precious in this series. You know, Tony Bradley's not scaring nobody. You put Precious in. Obi Toppin not scaring nobody. Put Precious in. Give these guys a rest, man. You like the point, the whole Mitch and Hart situation, right? As first reported here on KnicksFanTV. Put some respect on it. Hit that thumbs up on for you boys. The point is, it's not an indictment on Hart per se, right? When you're making that move. It was, number one, to give the starting 5 a little bit of a spark. And number 2, to get a little bit more steady defensively, because you're trying to shore up a lot of the deficiencies with Brunson and Towns out there. You're trying to end possessions on the glass, and you're trying to give yourself a little bit of a spark. So I understood it. Didn't mean that Hart wasn't going to get his minutes, because as you see here, he still got more and was a big factor in it. But you're just trying to get a little bit more stout defensively to start the games and start the third quarter. Now, they found themselves down 20 in this game. But I'm still sticking with it. I'm still 100% sticking with it, Al.
Yeah, and I'm sticking with it too, just because I think the big thing that we all have to understand is that Deuce McBride got into foul trouble really early in this thing, and that threw a wrench for everybody. Brunson has to play more minutes. You have to bring him in. You know, you bring in DeLon Wright maybe a little bit earlier than you expected to get going, and it just threw the entire defensive assignment, the whole flow of the game off. And you don't now have your bench's best shooter, right? So now what are you supposed to do? So that's why they even looked even more out of sorts. Guys are probably getting a little bit more tired, even though defensively it was still a wreck, whether or not they were tired. But I think Deuce, I know Deuce being in foul trouble threw everything off, because once he came back in, you just saw the energy that he brings, the tenacity, the shooting, and then everything starts to get back on track. So I'm still going with it like UCP, just because for one night where Deuce is in foul trouble, I don't think you'll get the same thing the next game, and you can build off of what you're trying to do. Also, they had the lead to start off with. They weren't playing from down. The Pacers are not going to want to test a Mitchell Robinson early because you can't do hack a Mitch. One, he's starting the game now, so you're not just going to try to go out there and then put the Knicks in the bonus early. Two, he's going to be your best guy to rotate. And I thought Cat, as CK mentioned earlier, I thought he did actually a decent job on Siakam to start it off too. So I think you could still work with this lineup. And when you reported that yesterday, you threw out the tweet. I quote you asking Knicks Nation, would they rather have McBride or Mitch? Now I lean Mitch just because I think the thing is, if you use McBride, who's your scorer coming off the bench? So now you're going to have Hart and Mitch leading that unit, and then you're going to ask DeLon Wright. You're going to ask Shamet. Who's your offense, really? And I know we could talk about staggering and stuff like that, but this is why I like Mitchell Robinson, because you get the Deuce and you get the Cat, which are ultimately your two guys that won you the game today. And I think that's a better pairing than putting Deuce in the starting rotation. You still need a scoring punch coming off the bench, and that's why I like Deuce staying on the bench and putting Mitch while you get more defense in that starting rotation.
Yeah. Kyle Dason in the chat, right, picking up full court. We talked about this in the beginning of the playoffs. This is what he can do by just being fresh legs off the bench, and that's what he's known to do. He does that. Change it up.
No secret.
It's not a secret.
Yeah, we saw it. We saw it when Brunson was out. Like, it's not like we were really going off the cuff. Like, we saw it. With DeLon Wright, in those few games and opportunities they got, he went from coming off the bench and then starting in that time that Brunson was out, and he was steady defensively for sure. Like, the offense, we didn't really need that. It's the defense, And you guys are talking about the starting five staying the same. I completely agree with both of you. Yeah, definitely keep the starting five the same, because I don't feel like that was the issue. I feel like to start off the game, we were fine. I feel like when we weren't getting the shots to fall, at least defensively, we were stopping them from getting shots to fall as well in the very beginning, and also in the beginning of the third quarter with the same starting five with Mitchell Robinson. It helped us slowly, as you mentioned earlier, Alex, has helped us slowly get into that groove to where eventually we ended the third quarter only down by 10. So, yeah, I don't think we have any need to go back to the old starting five. Keep this going. Let them get the chemistry and keep it rocking. We just talked about DeLon Wright. For me, what's more important is let's stick to rocking this 8-9-man rotation. No, not even 8. 9-man rotation, because I love what we got from Shamet, love what we got from DeLon Wright. You can stagger minutes. I thought Josh Hart was great. And it felt like defensively from Josh Hart, he felt better in this game. It felt like we were talking about everyone zipping around in that third quarter, and I was so used to in the first two games, it felt like every possession they always had somebody open. In that third quarter, and this is with Josh Hart included, it didn't feel that way. It felt like everybody did such a good job getting to their man. There was a few times where people also stumbled a little bit and still got to their man in time, and Josh Hart was one of them. So, yeah, the starting five is fine. Keep it how it is. I just need Tom Thibodeau to see this and then still watch tape, go to sleep, watch tape again, and realize that using players, using your team, trusting these guys is what is needed. Stop nerfing this team. You know what I mean? Yeah. Rock with what we got. We learned a lot from today with Cap on the bench. Deuce did a great job still while Towns did what Towns did. The big thing for me outside of the starting five is just keep rocking with the bench. We got guys. They showed that they have Landry Shamet has a great ability offensively, and DeLon Wright is, like you mentioned, CP, really steady both on the defensive end and does not rush offensively. So to me, the bigger key than the starters is rocking with a bigger rotation than just 7. I know it's been 8, but I'm saying 7 because campaign's minutes were, you know what I mean? So we got to rock with the 8-9 rotation. Keep it going.
Absolutely brutal, man. And if we look at this, as you said, the Brunson foul trouble was definitely a factor in this one. And one of the things I thought the Pacers did very well, especially to start the game off, was that, man, they were attacking those switches relentlessly. They were going to the basket. Every switch that was a mismatch, or if it was Brunson, if it was Deuce, they were going right at you. And so they put a lot of pressure on the Knicks early in this game, attacking the basket, and that got the Knicks into foul trouble. And ultimately that kind of built up over time. And then when you get Mitch out there on the switches, it allowed Miles Turner to become a problem in terms of rebounding the ball. So the Knicks had some issues there. So again, it's not that the starting lineup is perfect by any stretch. You're still going up against a team that has the ability to exploit some of those vulnerabilities. But I still think over time the Knicks would be able to kind of weather that storm as long as they get their offense in check. So I'm still with that whole Loch Ness Monster experiment. But on the Brunson situation, you know, as you said, CK, these were big minutes, man. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Knicks were up by 1, 89-88. And when he gets back into the game, he doesn't get back into the game until 137.
Right.
So Tibbs left Deuce in there for 6 minutes. 6 minutes he left Deuce in there. And when Brunson comes back, it's still tight, but they didn't let go. They still had a 1-point lead when Brunson got back in there in that 137. So give credit for Tibbs to leaving him in there and for that lineup led by Deuce to hold it down until the captain got back in there. And the captain got back in and got a couple of clutch buckets in crunch time. Worked out very well. Yeah. Al, what'd you think about that sequence there?
I thought the sequence was exactly what you needed. I mean, look, man, you just need, when you're trying to get back into a game, it's not necessarily like, all right, are you matching shot for shot? It's what are the impactful body blow shots, right? So when Pacers aren't able to hit their shots and you're looking to get on a run, are you hitting timely buckets? Are you using the entire length of the shot clock? Are you then getting stops, getting boards that are necessary? And I just feel like everything that you're getting from just your bench in tonight's game, McBride, even Karl-Anthony Towns, if you want to talk about it, it's just so impactful. Even Josh Hart, man. Those are like your big three guys for tonight because Jalen Brunson didn't have it. But when you're looking at what McBride, Cat, and OG did, those are the three guys that closed this game out. And Josh Hart, too. That's where it just goes back to, I hope Tibbs is looking and seeing that if somebody doesn't have it, you got to trust your guys, man. You just never know who's going to have it on a night-to-night basis. You look right across at the team that you're facing. It's an Aaron Naismith that puts up 20 points in game 1, right? Next game, it's trusting your secondary scorer, Pascal Siakam, to get buckets. Tonight, it could have been anybody, but even TJ McConnell is starting to get hot. A guy who struggled during this entire season, and people have told me like, well, TJ McConnell is kind of on the downturn. Well, he certainly found the right time against the New York Knicks to turn it right back up again. So, not surprised. And I keep telling Pacers content creators like McConnell has a certain thing against the Knicks. He's like, and people are telling me it's against everybody. No, the guy was literally awful the second round. All right, and now he's back to doing his damn thing. But look, you just look at what Carlisle's doing. You got to trust your guys, man. And so for Tibbs, look, he played 9 deep tonight, and you're going to need to go against this Pacers team. So continue doing that.
Yeah, I mean, look, you don't have a choice, man. You don't have a choice. You have what you have, and you got to use it to keep you guys fresh and to get defense in there. You had a wing guard / wing defender sitting on your bench the entire playoffs. Like this what he could have given you a couple minutes. Couple minutes.
And this is where you can even understand the frustration with Tom Thibodeau, man, and amongst the fan base, where it's like you're watching this and you're like, we've been asking for this. You then see it play out. I mean, TP, I'm sure you saw that dime that DeLon Wright had saving the ball out of bounds to Karl-Anthony Towns that couldn't finish. It's like
crazy.
And it's like, yo, what in the world made you think that we should have more campaign after an entire over 90 games? You see this short stretch of DeLon Wright to end the season because both Brunson and Bane get injured. And you're like, nah, like I gotta trust my guys. Sometimes, man, I get the whole like as a coach, you want to make sure you earn your guys' trust, the respect to what these guys have done throughout the regular season. But you're in the postseason now. You got to be adaptable. You got to be flexible. Yeah. You got to know what you need. Each series is not the same. Pacers, Pacers are at a high octane speed. It's not like playing the Celtics. Okay, where switching is easy, where they want to do a lot of isolation basketball, where they want to put up a lot of threes. The Pacers can put up a good amount of threes, but they can also attack and get to all their spots in the middle as well and get around the rim. And so if they're going to constantly throwing multiple actions at you, you're going to need guys who are capable of moving at a quick pace. And that's why why are we waiting on DeLon Wright when Cam has shown you he's not going to do that? And every shot that he was taking is putting you in a deeper hole. Like this is why I understand the frustration with Tom Thibodeau and why it's like, come on, man, let's get a little creative here. Let's be a little more open. And then you see results like this where it's like, was that so hard, man? Was that so hard? And even when you have a bad game from Brunson, sure, you have Karl-Anthony Towns who goes nuclear, but still, it's just giving these guys an opportunity. And that's look, that's tonight was the marking of a coach coaching for his job. All right, that's what that and the season being on the line.
Yeah, for sure. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. I see a lot of people asking where you get those against all odd hats. Well, we just pinned it to tonight's video, and also you can get them at KnicksFanTV.com. Against all odds, can the Knicks get another one on Tuesday? We shall see. We shall find out on the next episode of Knicks Fan TV. That was kind of like a Dragon Ball Z play on words. I was waiting for y'all
He's catching up.
I was waiting for the whippersnappers to dig it. I was waiting for you guys to catch on. Yeah.
Al, don't even watch it behind our backs. That'll be the next thing.
Absolutely not. I got no time for that. But yes, I did hear it's a good show. Al, let's catch up on some super so we're not, drowning at the end of the show. Did we read Chuck's super chat?
Well, yes, I did. I made sure to get that one at the beginning.
Shout out to Ryan Mammal, Chuck D. How about Mark? Franchise channel member Mark?
Did not get that one yet. Did not get to. I only got Chuck's. All
right, we're gonna get to the calls as well. Let's get to some of the super chats. People that paid. Shout out to Mark. $20 super chat says this was the bench/Towns game. Delon plus Shamet with crucial minutes. Tibbs was coaching for his job when Cap is the only one with a negative plus minus, and you still win. We playing as a team. We have a bench without campaign. Who knew? Yeah. As we said, man, you got to just trust those guys off the bench. And how about did you guys? I'm probably late. Were you guys talking about the quote from Carlisle when they asked him what happened to the Pacers offense tonight?
Yeah.
He said, "Well, they play better defenders." He just gave Tibbs the game plan. Who knew?
Once again, it goes to like, come on, man, why are you so stubborn?
Who knew? You had competent and smart defenders on your bench.
Who knew?
Who could substitute adequately for Cam the Chuck? Who knew?
I feel like we knew, but who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew? Maybe the guys that watch all 82 games have a little knowledge as well. Who knows?
Absolutely. I see Shahid checking in Canadian super chat. $20. Franchise channel member says something I noticed at the end of the game. Cat was interviewed on the court after the game, and JB waiting for him, saluted him, and pushed him in front of himself. Between him and the camera, a true consummate pro and leader. Yeah, well, Cap knows, man. Cap knows those little leadership intangibles. You want to make sure that you keep your guy locked in and engaged and give him credit. Karl-Anthony Towns put the team on his back and saved them for one night. And when he had a brutal first half, he came back with a fury in the second half and was absolutely spectacular.
It's like he went into the locker room, read all the tweets.
Yes. Yeah, they do that. You know what I mean?
I say all the time, this team should be a team that should be allowed to retweets because, man, the way we come out of these halftimes sometimes, they need to see what we saying so they can get pissed off. For real.
Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Where's everybody checking in from? People are asking where the Pacer fans are at tonight. After the losses, they're very chippy, man. Yeah. They are they're very active. They let you hear, they let you know they're in here. Oh, this is for throwing trash on Billy. Win one for the Gipper, all that fake Hoosier energy. Get out of here with that.
I reckon CP.
Yeah. We got to do this for Billy, man. This is karma for when you guys threw the trash on him. Knock it off.
I be reckon. Well, I have a cow tipping part I gotta get to.
Oh man, knock it off, man. Who else we got in here? Where's everybody in the chat checking in from? We got 5,000 people in here. Number one show for the fans by the fans is on and popping, man. The machine is on fire. Throw your cities in the chat. Let us know where you guys are checking in from, and we'll shout you guys out, man.
As Sean Boy said, Pacer fans are in the trunk tonight.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man, we got Kieran in Adelaide, Australia, as per usual. Everybody in Australia, New Zealand, Richie in the building. Salute to our guys over there. Vince Yako, Sydney, Australia, Al.
We got Flow 174. He's in my neck of the woods. He's in Boston.
There we go. Australia. We got Japan in here heavy, fellas. We have shout out to Black. Well, I just missed him.
Black the Rock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Checking in from Japan. And then also we have somebody from Okinawa from Black LaRock says Takamatsu, Japan. And then we have Tony Doza, franchise channel member, checking in from Okinawa, Japan. So we have two franchise channel members checking in from Japan. Maybe they did a watch party and hung out together. I don't know. Who knows?
Two people.
Probably like
or they should.
From each other. Yeah. Shout out to Joey checking in from Melbourne, Australia. So we are international heavy. Pedro checking in from Sao Paulo, fellas. Who else
We
you
got
got?
DJ Edsy from London in here.
DJ Edgy, man. We are live across the pond. 5 a.m. Let's go.
William Burton in Atlanta.
Okay. Vinny D, the Philippines. Let's go.
We got Pedro from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yep. Shouted him out. We got Vince Swade from Tanzania, fellas, in here.
Tanzania.
Yeah, so we going all over the world tonight. Wow. 1,000 people. Shout out to Jacques Cartier. Speaking of all over the world, he's checking in from Flatlands, Brooklyn. Let's go. Shout out to everybody on Flatlands, man. Learning how to ride my bike at South Shore High School on Flatlands.
We got Aisha Heslop from the YO in here. Let's go.
Nice.
Yonkers rep. There we go. 914 repping heavy. That's what I like to see.
There we go. All right, let's get to some calls, Al. Who we got here?
We got the Knicks fix waiting, man. You know,
yes.
Let's see how he's feeling today. Yeah, game 2, he was livid. Knicks fix, how you feeling today?
Yo, fellas, Alex, CP, CK, what up, man?
Good.
Yo, finally, I can breathe for like one night, man. You know, I'm gonna hit it, man. Like the big meow, man. He delivered not the devil, the devil. Oh my God, bro! I started the postseason 35. My birthday's in July. I'm gonna turn 52, bro. It was, it was easier being Diddy's lawyer than trying to defend Tibbs the past 2 days, bro.
What is going on?
Yo, bro, you know what that man did? Bro, he went straight Neil deGrasse Tyson with these combos. He was throwing everything out there. The only dude that didn't play was PJ Tucker. Oh my God, man. Yeah, man. Yo, funny thing is, man, I was looking at the post press conference tonight with him, and I was looking at his hair, and I was like, man, that Bijan Dai is leaking. The bro's coaching for his life, yo.
Tips. He got the Keith Hernandez just for men joint.
Yeah. But let me get down to some brass tacks, man. The DeLon Wright and Shamet combo, man. DeLon, we've been saying it all year. Play him. That dude can D up all 90 feet, man. Like, anyway, there was a play too with Shamet. He took an offensive foul on Obi, and he was talking trash, and that was the first time I saw some heart in this team, The Deuce minutes, bro, that was huge. They took him out the game with the tacky fouls in the first half. But he was bringing it, man. Like every time, I don't know if you guys saw, but every time he was going straight down that lane, trying to yam it, bro. Straight up yam it on him. Is literally that the defense that held him. So this is my idea, man. I think. Oh, let me touch on Hart for a second. That dude he played 34 minutes tonight, and you know why he looked like the old Hart? Because he was fresh. He had bounce, man. Like he was getting those offensive rebounds, kicking it out. Like that's what I'm talking about. And of course, Big Meow did his thing, but this is my idea. I think you need to stagger the JB and the Cat minutes, right? And you need to place 4 defenders around them. So somebody got to lead that second unit. For the entire year, we was trying to make that dude McHale. It might actually be Cat. So that's where I'm thinking with this. And then me and my boys were discussing this. I think that the Garden. It's something about the theatrics of the Garden. Like they can't focus when the lights are bright. Like they can't. Something is up there, man. When they're on the road, all they got is each other. So the communication is on point. The rotations are on point. But yeah, man, let's go, man. Let's
Yeah.
focus. Let's enjoy tonight's game. But yo, big meow meow. Let's go game 4, fellas.
Yeah, well, they they exerted a lot of energy to get this. You had to come back from 20 down. You had to fight. Physical game again. Let's see what they have on Tuesday. But hey, the backs are against the wall totally. They squandered 2 games, and give credit to the Pacers, man. They've been executing very well, even starting this game again, just clicking on all cylinders. They have an offense that you can be very envious of in terms of how they move the ball. Their off-ball movement, man, they just work and work and work and work until they get the right matchup. Or
Playing
the
their
open
bench
shot.
all season long and not waiting until game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. So there's a lot that they deserve credit for, but still not an unbeatable team. If the Knicks, again, the key to the Knicks is the defense. Shout out my guy Eugene. He's a Bay Area road warrior. He traveled out there to Indy tonight. He was sitting by Clyde and Patrick Ewing, and Clyde just said the same thing to him. He said the key's going to be the defense. The key to this series is how the Knicks defend. The Pacers cannot stop, even though the Pacers defense, their ball pressure was really good. Also in the first half, was very good.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah. Pause that. But yeah, their defensive pressure was good. And so, again, the Knicks defense is going to tell the story here. So, good job, man.
It's
Great job.
Look, it's going to be about the defense, as you mentioned, and it's just when you're watching when you watch this team and you just see just the lapses. It's just too many. It's too many lapses defensively, bro. Like and you can't play with them because they're like a computer. Like if something doesn't work, they're reprocessing and trying to figure out how to do it again. And then within 24 seconds, they come up with like 3 or 4 options to get a good look somehow. Whereas unlike the Knicks, like we run a set, we run an action. It's like, all right, that didn't work. What are we going to do now? Who's going to be the guy that drops a shot? And it's too much ISO, and it's just too difficult to keep up with, man. Especially if we're not hitting shots and then the thing is that we're not hitting shots and then we're not getting back out in transition on defense. That's the killer. And that's what the Pacers are doing. If they miss a shot, they're quickly getting back on defense just to slow things down, and the Knicks have to be doing the same thing. And offense, that's a massive overhaul to ask for this point of the season. But defensively, they just need to get back and compete with the Pacers just to match for what the energy that they're putting out there, just so that they don't get easy buckets. Then you can actually be in the fight with them. And that's what happened for parts of this game. Once you bring out DeLon Wright, you bring up Deuce McBride, once you get Mitch rebounding and Hart rebounding, like you're stopping these guys from getting those opportunities. So it's going to come down to defense and seeing if they can replicate it again, because guys just go off in like a third quarter.
Yeah. Can't lean on that. Can't lean on that.
It's playing with fire, bro. It's playing with fire.
Can't lean on that. Again, another one where they need a full 48. But look, a lot of things were riding with the Pacers today, from the momentum, the crowd on their side, the refs letting them get whatever they wanted defensively. And so they were on an uphill battle, and they got the job done. So good job by the Knicks. But hey, don't sleep on the comeback, and don't sleep on them tying this thing up at 2 come Tuesday night. And speaking of sleep, fellas, salute to one of our sponsors of today's show, and that is our friends over at Bear Mattress. Knicks Nation, or everybody watching, man, all 5,000 of you, hey, check out Bear Mattress at bearmattress.com and use our code KFTV for 40% off site-wide. That is the biggest discount that you are going to get anywhere. Even on their website right now, they're offering 35%. Well, if you use KFTV, the code, you'll get 40%. And why Bear Mattress is so highly touted? Number one, they connect you with the mattress that you need based on a quick, short survey where they ask you questions about your sleep patterns, what you prefer in terms of a bed, and then they match you with one of their many options on the website. They matched me up with the Elite Hybrid. As you can see there, almost 4,000 reviews at 4.5 stars, and I can tell you those are one of the best investments that I've ever made. So shout out to my guys over at Bear Mattress, man, because obviously when you're doing post game and you're having a cardiac Nick affair, you got to make sure that you're catching up on quality sleep so that you can get up and get ready for the next one, because these things are not for the faint of heart. So shout out to my friends at Bear Mattress once again. And as you can see down there, Daniel, if you scroll down, highly touted, highly reviewed, and award-winning by a number of men's publications. So once again, go to bearmattress.com, use our code KFTV for 40% off site-wide. That is the best deal you are going to get. Let them know that your friends at KFTV sent you. Okay. All right, Al, we got tons of super chats coming in, man. We'll get to the calls. Let's get to the supers as well. How's the members lounge looking? Do we have any members in the Discord right now?
Yes, we do. We have everyone that's lined up right now, and I'm bringing in OS Jedi as well.
Okay. All right.
That's everyone is from the members lounge.
So let's continue to salute our members. Shout out to Ty Morris, the KFTV enforcer in here. $20 super chat. Says, I've said all season long, run the offense through Cat. Now do it again Tuesday at Slate is the place to be. Yes, it is. The number one watch party for the fans, by the fans. We'll be back at Slate on Tuesday. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Shout out to the KFTV enforcer. Shout out to Ty Morris on the check-in. Fox Venkman, fellas, $10 super chat franchise channel member says, yo, my mama gave me and my older brother new Knicks shirts tonight as Father's Day gifts for support tonight. We are a family of Knicks fans, one game at a time. KFTV is us, for the fans, by the fans. Salute, man. Salute to you. Happy early Father's Day to you. Shout out to CK and Alex and JD, also fathers, man. Ty, also fathers. Shout out to all the fathers in the on the team, Gamba as well.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
I said you. Right.
Yeah. And we're actually me and the Knicks chick, we're working on a dope Father's Day collection for the dads out there, a KFTV version. And yeah, so we're going to be dropping that this week. But yeah, something that you guys will like, and an ideal gift for the dads out there, man. So stay tuned for that. Just drop a little preview, a little hint. And speaking of Father's Day, fellas, I didn't even tell you where I was at today.
Where were you?
All right, story time.
No,
Sponsored. CP the franchise, sponsored by KnicksFanTV.com. Get your merch. Story time.
How did you get into the coach's locker room?
Bro, well, no, not
Right.
not that, man. Oh my goodness. So my son's in Little League, right? He plays Little League baseball, right?
Yep.
So these guys hit me like a couple weeks ago, like, yeah, we got tickets to the Mets versus the Dodgers game. It's Sunday, May 26th. And I'm just like, okay, great chance to take little man for his first baseball game. Wifey's a diehard Mets fan. This is a great day to take the whole family out. But I'm like, I'm scared. Why? Because I did not know what the schedule was going to be ahead of time. And I bought these tickets like 3 weeks ago. Lo and behold, the Knicks beat the Celtics. We're going every other day in this series. And game 3 happened to be when? Sunday, May 25th. The same day as the game. So, while I could have easily said, you know what? I got to get to work. I got to watch what I said, I got to do both. I got to do the family thing, family first. And I was able to watch the game in disgust, relatively, from Citi Field.
Come on.
And I did what I had to do, man. I did both, man.
CK's a Mets fan for people who don't know. So
yeah, baby.
And no disrespect to the Mets faithful out there. Like, I had no interest in the game. So I was the guy going, getting all the food and everything, getting the drinks. I didn't mind any of that. Standing on the lines, you do that. I'm watching the game. What do you need? You need ice cream? Okay. I'll go get you some ice cream. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So CP taking 3 hours to get ice cream. Where is he?
He was the runner. Right. CP was on runner duty.
Nah, it was so funny, man, because so many people I brought it into at Citi Field. They're like, franchise, what are you doing here? I said, bros, listen, don't ask. I'm being the world's number one dad right now. Don't ask. I'm watching the game. Literally.
Man, shout out little man and Knicks chick, man. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
shout
Come
out
on,
to
man.
them.
Shout
Come
out to
on,
the
man.
family.
Come
It was
on,
nice.
man.
It was
Come
nice.
on.
Yeah, it was nice. I will say that, City Field is a very nice ballpark. I prefer it to Yankee Stadium, honestly, in terms of the aesthetics and the amenities. They had a nice little league parade before the game, so we got on field. We was out there in the center field, in the the bullpen and all of that. So that was nice. It was nice. It was nice, and it started at 7:10, so I was able to like get all of that out. But boy, oh boy, as the clock kept going to 8, I was on pins and needles, bro. Cardiac, chest thumping, sweating. It was cardiac. I said, "Oh,
Right. Rocking.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my day. But I caught the whole game, from the field to the car ride home, and made it back okay.
So now we're getting off topic. So is your son now a Mets fan or a Yankees fan?
She converted him fully, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They're fully like 2 against 1 on me now. So yeah, he's locked in. He got his Soto shirt. He got the little, they got like chain joints that they try to, push over on you. $35. You pay for a little like fake gold chain. Yeah, he's got the little Soto joint now. Yeah, he's all in on the Soto thing. Yeah, he's locked in. He's locked in. Man. So it's all right. It's all right. I got at least we got Knicks and Giants together.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, for baseball, he's locked in with them, man. So it's cool.
CP's worst nightmare. Look at the crying Michael Jordan.
That's it. That's it, man. That's it. All right,
CP's worst nightmare. Comes home. Dad, I got this Cowboys jersey.
Yeah. Oh no.
Boy. Hey,
I will hold on to. Yeah, I'll fight that to the end, man. All right, let's get to the phones, man. Let's get back to the people.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's get to let's get to Soon Reach, man. Let's get to Soon Reach. Soon Reach, what's going on?
Yep.
KnicksFanTV, what's going on, guys?
How you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm feeling good. It's the first time I'm calling in with CP here. He's early. I guess he wasn't at the Knicks game. Shout out to CP for being a family man.
Appreciate it.
But listen, man, number one show for the fans, and also I say this before, number one show for the ops. So like and subscribe, man. Indiana Pacers. I know y'all in here, Celtics fans. I want to say great job, CK, with the play-by-play. I'm bringing the positive energy.
Always
appreciate you.
Comes from the Bronx, man. It's real Bronx energy in here right now. I want to say thank God for no more pain. No more pain. No more pain. Listen, I said, last call I called, I said, start Mitch. I said, one game at a time. I seen the Knicks fans panicking. I said, one game at a time. And I also said, yo, Tibbs, listen, McBride won this game for us, also Towns, but Tibbs is right there with the 3-headed monster. Shout out to Tibbs down the stretch in the fourth quarter with the strategy. I said last call, Tibbs came in with he got to come in with the fourth quarter. The playoffs is up to the coach too. You know what I'm saying? During the regular season, it's the players, but with the playoffs, it's more so with the head coach. You know what I mean? And listen, how y'all feel about Precious? That's what I want to know. I want to know how y'all feel about Precious minutes. We threw something at the Pacers that they wasn't ready for. I said, we better on the road. Now we were 6-1 on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got to win this next game. Now it's 2-2, and we have to win these next 2 games. It's one game at a time, but we have to win these next 2. We have to come back to the Garden game 5, and we got to win it. We got to win game 4, and we got to win game 5. And let's finish in the 6. The Knicks could go in 6, man. I said game 1. The Knicks, I said we could win 4 games straight. I still believe we could win 4 games straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of Knicks fans was talking about the offseason last game. And I'm going to bring that positive energy. Alex going to tell you, I'm going to bring that positive energy every game. It's my first time calling in with a Knicks dub. The first 2 games, I just became a member. The first 2 games was an L from first time becoming a member. Now we winning. Now we won one.
Man, so, you know what? You know what's so funny? You're looking for Pacer fans. I think we got a channel member who is a Pacer fan in here.
You see? That's what I'm saying. There was a caller. There was a caller the other day.
Jordan Smith. He says, don't worry. Pacer's going to send a message Tuesday.
No, you're not. No. Knicks got this on the road. We got this on the road.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about game 5 than game 4. We got game 4. We got game 4 in the bag. And I'll be here to call. When we win the next one, I'll be here to call because we're not going to go down 3-1. we gonna tie this thing up 2-2, man. But
Let's
listen,
go.
Shamit, right? What about Precious? That's what I want to know. No
Okay.
more pain. No more
right.
pain.
Appreciate the call, man. Soon Reach. Everybody in the chat, rate that call in the chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. What do you guys think about Soon Reach's call? You know, as I said earlier, Fred, like I don't mind. You know, my relationship with the Precious minutes has been up and down this season, but in a series like this, where you need fresh legs and energy, maybe he's hungry. Get in a couple minutes. If Pacers got a guy off the G League coming in here, you got Obi Toppin starting at the playing at the 5. You could afford to play Precious a couple minutes in this thing. Let's not let's not show these guys too much respect. You can afford to play Precious here.
CP's disgusted seeing Obi Toppin right now.
Yeah. Get out of here, man.
Oh man, you saw Obi trying to get in it with Larry Shamit, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, softy.
Well, yeah.
Like,
guys, come on, man. Yeah, good.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, yeah, it's really on a need be like basis. You know, like if they need it, I'm completely fine with Precious out there. I was just happy that we got more than just one of the options, you know, because me and Alex talked about it earlier. Is the conversation for who's going to be the replacement for Payne, not like is it going to be multiple guys off the bench. We got Shamit and Wright, so you know if the situation calls for it, we got foul trouble on Mitch or foul trouble on Cat or on both of them. You know, we got Precious. You know, so I feel like it's more of that kind of situation than anything else. But the fact that we're getting Shamit minutes and DeLon Wright minutes, we got 9-man rotation. I think it just comes down to who needs to be out there, need be basis. So I have no beef with them, but I'd rather go DeLon Wright and Shamit should be on the court first, and then we can talk about that later.
I'm fine with Precious getting minutes. I've said that even prior to getting into the series that I'm happy with Precious getting minutes. I think this is a series where you can actually utilize Precious and his ability, just because the Pacers are a good team, but it's not overwhelming superstar or even star power, right? It's Halliburton, Siakam, and then Turner's like a high-end role player. Nebhard is a high-end role player. And then you look at the bench, you talk about Mathurin, you talk about Toppin, you talk about what's it, TJ? It's like you could go out there and you could just throw Precious out there and he can go get some success. And so I would not be opposed to it. I think it's even look, if we can, I'm not saying to go like 10 deep on this team because I think guys still need to stay in some rhythm. But look, if Mitch is getting tired, you want to use a big out there, or you're saying, hey, OG needs a rest, and you want somebody who gives you some defensive versatility, can get out and transition and run as well. Why not go with Precious? Just get these guys run so much that you can't shorten the bench. You can't do what you did against the Celtics. Go out there, go have some fresh legs. This is the team to do it against. And look, Precious is quick. He's quick on his feet. He can stay in front of one of those quick forwards. So why not just give him a chance?
Yeah. I'm with that. Totally with that. Shout out to my guy Eugene, man. As I spoke about him earlier today, he was at the game. $50 super chat. He was at the game. Him and his son. He was there sitting by Clyde. He says, Knicks in 6. We were live in the building. Shout out to our guy Eugene, always tapping in with the number one show for the fans by the fans. Okay, who else we got on the phones, Al? Where do we want to go?
We got OS Jedi. OS Jedi's been waiting. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I just want to comment on a couple things before I let you go. I hope everyone had a great day. First, the same mistakes we were making earlier in the season where someone penetrates, Mitch goes to help out, 3 perimeters open, someone hits a 3, happened multiple times. There were a couple times during the game where Mitch looked a little dejected, was slow to get up to the paint. We just can't play like that. This is playoff basketball. We really need to be straightforward about what we're doing, smart about what we're doing, and how we're doing it. We can't get into foul trouble, can't get behind in the first quarter, second quarter, and keep coming back. That doesn't work against great teams, especially in the Eastern Conference Finals. So I think the Knicks are going to win this in 6, maybe 7. But, I see you, CP. You're not a fan of this.
No. It's not your call. Sorry, man. I'm listening and multitasking. But yeah, go ahead. It's not about the call. Sorry about that.
No, good. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to beat a team like Indy, you really need to play good basketball. This is basketball that really needs to be tight, efficient, and not let rebounds get away from you. Way too many times that happened in this game. But that's all I gotta say. And I wish everyone has a blessed day. Tuesday's gonna be a great game. We're gonna win it. Thank you.
Let's go. Salute to you, man. Definitely appreciate the call.
In his
Call
defense,
back.
your face did look crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I felt the type of way for him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt the type of way for him.
No. I was reading a message, man. But fame me no mind. Salute to him. Yeah. What you guys think? I thought he was on point, man. Got to track down those boards because the Pacers will kill you.
You can't, talked about it already, man. You cannot let them get second chance opportunities. You cannot let them get defensive rebounds and push the pace. This Knicks team struggles in getting out in transition to make those type of stops. So you gotta have. This is where Mitchell Robinson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, their biggest jobs right now is just to make sure they collect boards. Even OG and Bridges, man, we've seen those guys. Like, they can crash the boards too at times. We saw that especially against the Celtics. But you got to stop them. You get it's just constant chaos watching the Pacers, man. Constant chaos. I got my wife sitting next to me. She's like, "Wow, these guys just keep moving, man." And she's like watching the Knicks, like, "Why come the Knicks move slow?" And I'm like, "Man." I was like, "Wow, you don't even cover this team all 82, and you're asking these questions." I'm impressed.
Man. Fast break battle. They lost 16-2. Lost rebounding battle a little bit. Did we do key stats already?
No, I didn't even get to key stats, man.
Okay.
You are early today.
Early, bro.
I am early, man. All right, yeah, might as well do it, man. Let's get to it. Key stats of the night. Presented by Underdog Fantasy. Both teams shooting close to 44% from the field. From three-point land, it was a little bit different for the Pacers, man. 5 of 25. Well, it seemed like they hit all their threes in the first half. So there you go, 20% from three. Knicks 34%. Much better night from the free throw line for the Knicks, fellas. 30 attempts. They shoot 90%. Pacers missed a couple clutch ones, and they shoot 81%. 33 attempts for the Pacers. Knicks lost the rebounding battle by 1. Assist battle, 21 for the Pacers, only 13 for the Knicks. Got to get some more efficient offense out there. Turnovers, again, hurting them. 15 Knicks turnovers lead to 22 Pacer points. 14 Pacer turnovers only lead to 8 Knicks points. So got to be cleaner there. Knicks did win the points in the paint, 40-32 tonight. Largest lead for the Pacers, 20. Largest for the Knicks was 6. What you guys think, man?
I think for this one, man, it comes for me. I'm looking at the assist numbers, man. It just needs to be better. Just sharing the rock. And I know tonight, like, we worked on the heroics of Karl-Anthony Towns once again, but this team could do so much better. We've seen them do so much better, especially at the beginning of the season, get over 30 assists per game. It's just, it stinks because this is just kind of like the issue with this team. Because Brunson's the only guy who can initiate the offense and gets downhill, it's not a lot of open shots being generated when he's off the floor. So when you rely on guys like McBride, DeLon Wright, like, no one's really driving. Even when that second unit was in there, even in the second quarter, you're looking at what was it? Wright, Shamet, Hart, Cat, and was it OG? I think it was all 5 of those guys. And I'm like, all right, cool. We got nobody that can drive with the rock in their hands, and everyone's just moving east to west, and no one's going north to south. And the offense was so stagnant. So this is where it's unfortunately a product of doing a big trade. It's a product of campaign not being that point guard that we need. But the assist numbers got to get up there, man. Some way, somehow, they got to figure out different ways to get guys involved just to make the game easier for themselves. Otherwise, we're going to continue to watch a lot of isolation basketball and hoping for some major heroics throughout the game.
Yeah, CK, how about you, man?
I'm going turnovers. I know the turnover numbers ended a lot closer than it really seemed, but you talked about it. The difference in fast break points. They were killing us with that in those the first half. We talk about wanting to play a full 48. We talk about we don't want to be in a situation like this where we have to come back from 20. And I feel like a big part of that is taking care of the ball. I feel like every time we lose the rock and they get an opportunity to run, that we don't really have much to contain their transition offense. So turnovers is the biggest one. We just got to be smart with the ball. And I think getting DeLon Wright being that possible backup PG helps that. Again, we just got to find ways to not have the first half happen again. And the biggest key to me is not turning over the ball as much as we did. So, cut that down. And honestly, if you take out Towns and Brunson, again, majority of those turnovers came in the first half. We did a solid job. McBride only with one, Hart was only with one. I can name a bunch of names. But in order to not have that first half happen, don't give them opportunities to run in the break, and turnovers does that. So I'm always looking at that.
There you go, man. And once again, the key stats of the night brought to you guys by Underdog Fantasy. So to our sponsors at Underdog Fantasy, man, pick them, watch them, and win them. One of the great things we love about Underdog Fantasy, number one, is the daily fantasy draft, where you can draft the key players that are playing on any given night and go head-to-head with your friends, with your buddies, and you can enter into a number of different pool sizes for your chance to win money. But where you can win a ton of bread is on the pick'em side, and that is where you pick up to 8 players and predict whether or not they go higher or lower on the projection that Underdog Fantasy has laid out for you on a given night. Use our code KFTV to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick. All right, shout out to our guys at Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring today's show. Okay. What do we have here? Who else we got on the phones here, Al?
Where you can go to. Let's see what we got.
We got D-Soul.
Yeah, let's go to D-Soul, man. What's going on, D-Soul?
What up? Yo.
Yep.
All right, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, long time, long time. Yeah, man, a lot of things that I wanted to say have been said, so I just hope that Tibbs unlocks his faith in the bench and the way that the bench played, the way that they came in. And Shaman had a play, I don't know if it was in the third or in the second, where he rose the intensity of the defense. And I think that had a trickle down effect to the point of a comeback. And these New York Knicks play like they have to chip away from behind every time, pause. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Appreciate the call, man.
Real quick before we lose D-Soul, I want to show some love to D-Soul. He when we were having that rough first half in the play-by-play, D-Soul never wavered. He was standing pat on it. He made his prediction pregame, and it wasn't looking like it was going that way in the first half. He stuck to it. D-Soul was positive with it. Shout out to D-Soul. He's a avid viewer of the play-by-play. But I just had to give him his props because when everybody else was turning over and the negativity was through the roof, D-Soul was not one of them. So shout out to him, and crispy, clean microphone, by the way, brother.
Yes, sir. Shout out to D-Soul.
I'm in the studio. All right, thanks, yo.
Appreciate it, man. He's using the studio microphone.
Has to be, bro. That thing was crispy.
Yeah, it does sound like that. Definitely does. Shout out to B-Soul. All right, who else we got, Al?
We got Jay from Brooklyn to H-Town, man. Jay, what's happening?
Fellas, KFTV, y'all got me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, man, what y'all saw the new TV deal? I can see y'all in the Discord now, looking crispy. I saw the ads. I see the mattress ads. See Tyrese Halliburton at the press conference looking sick. Like, now this is nice, man. This is nice. Got the upgrades popping. I like that. Shout out to KFTV. Yo.
Yes, sir.
Nah, this is a great night. I had to call in. Wifey like, yo, come cuddle with me. Nah, this could wait. This could wait another time. I got to call in the KFTV. I got some things to get off my chest. I'll cuddle with you later. Because first off, yo, I'm feeling a little bit petty tonight because after game 1, right, I had a bunch of ones in the chat. And everything that I said in that game happened tonight, and it resulted in a win. I said we got to lock down on the defense. We can't focus on trying to outscore the other team because if we get into that type of battle with them, we're going to lose. I said we gotta play. Right. We gotta play Shamit. And then somebody in the chat was like, "Oh, this bum said play Shamit." Yeah, shut it. You see what happened, right? Shut it. Yeah, I'm not the bum. So I'm loving the way it happened. Yo, when Brunson got his foul, I was actually I felt all right about it because of the lineup that we had in there, because we had that defensive lineup and Cat had it going. So I'm like, if we had one player at least that got it going, that once he's in it, he can either attract a double team and he could kick it out to whatever. I felt good about that because now we had defenders all over the court that could switch and everything. So I like the way we was looking. Again, like everybody else said, I'm definitely glad that campaign in the ass is gone, because I'm tired of the what the chucks every single time. So I'm feeling lovely. I hope we keep this up on Tuesday for game 5. And one quick thing, what was up with the refs tonight, man? Because
They were all over the place.
did they miss the memo that this is game 3 of the conference finals and not game 1 of the regular season? Like, they calling ticky tack fouls. Like, come on, man. But they wanted us out of here. We still in it. Knicks in 6, maybe 7. I appreciate y'all taking my call. And again, I appreciate everything y'all do, man. Everybody, put a like and all that and subscribe. Appreciate
Yes,
y'all.
sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate the call, man. Who else we got up there, Al?
We got Mark waiting on the line. What's going on, Mark?
What's going on, guys? How you guys feeling? Feeling good today, huh?
Great.
I'm doing well. Shout out to Alex for holding it down. Shout out to CP going to the game. Listen, when he gets a little older, when the Yankees win the World Series this year too, maybe he'll convert. You gotta keep those high expectations.
That's right. He'll be back. He'll be back, man. He'll be back.
Shout out to CK as well, man. Always holding it down on the play-by-play. CK, man, you went a little off on Tibbs there in the beginning, but you kept the positivity. You kept it up, and you kept us in that game, man. You kept the positivity and the positive vibes. I love it. I mean, obviously, we talked about the bench, everything. One thing I wanted to talk about that we haven't really talked about is OG, man. He's the silent killer right now, in my opinion. He missed the 2 free throws, but he was efficient from the field. He shot 6 from 9. He hit 4 clutch threes, and he had 3 blocks, one of which, that big block, that swung the momentum like crazy. I just want to show him some love, because I don't know if you guys saw the post-game conference, but they had no questions for him. He walked up there. He walked off. It was like nobody had anything to say about him or to him, and I want to just show him some love, because he really, like, the stats may not show us too much, but I feel like he had a hell of a game today too, man. He really brought it.
Yep. Appreciate the call, Mark. Appreciate it, man.
Shout out to Mark, man.
Shout out to Mark. So Mark was tapping in play-by-play and tapping in to post-game.
Yeah, Mark's a real one. He's another one. Another real one. He was not letting us get negative. He was trying to check me a few times when I was getting pissed off with Tom Thibodeau, as you heard him call me out. Yeah, Mark's another real one. Crazy super chat.
Yeah,
super chat general. That's what we call him.
Shout out to the homies that are able to sustain and watch play-by-play and post-game. That's like 6 hours of straight up KFTV. If you guys are able to do that, man, throw something in the chat, man. Let us know, man. Let us know, man. Especially if you got a wife or a significant other. 6 hours, man.
Walk back in the living room and be like, why are these guys still on the TV?
Yeah. We get that again all the time, man. When we meet the KFTV fans, and it's a couple, and the wife's like, yeah, I know who you are.
That's so funny.
It's like, yeah, sorry, lady. I hope you're hitting that thumbs up button for your boys as well.
Right.
We are a wife-friendly, wife-approved show. Absolutely. All in. DeMario Montague says he's in there. Shout out to Jet Life, the one. This is all shows. Junior
energy. Energy being both too. Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Quan.
Yeah. Energy says, nah, I'm single. Okay, he's red pill for life. He's passport broing it up. He says, nah, I'm good. Always here for the show. Shout out to Robin. KFTV's a mandate. Date Quan. Let's go.
Robert Panago's wife and the kids been asleep.
J. Cole says, yeah, wifey on my bumper tonight. LOL. double task right now. Family movie and post game with the AirPods in. There we go.
Right.
There we go.
There you go, big boy. My wife
Yeah,
watches
dedication.
too. There we go. There we go. There we go.
My wife watched too. There we go. There we go.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Shout out to Rambo too, man. Rambo, if you out there, salute to you. Geo slaps says my wife got mad at me for waking up the baby. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens, man. Salute to the bros, man. Okay. Who else we to on the check-in?
Yeah, Lefty the Heart, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get
the
to
Heart.
Lefty, let's go.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Good. How you doing, man?
Man, just feeling. I don't know what to say, bro. I was stressed. You know, it was definitely another one, cardiac Knicks affair. But
yes, it was.
For me, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I checked out after the second quarter. I was kind of scared. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling too good about these guys. I had to wait to see what happened at the end of the game. That was just, I don't know, man. It was just real stressful for me. I thought we was gonna come out stronger. So to see how they came out in the first half, I was kind of like, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I'm still here. I'm still riding for my team and all that. It's just, that just had me stressed out. But let's go Knicks, man. Hopefully we could
let's
get
go.
to 6.
Yeah.
But it's looking like a 7 for me, man. The way they've been playing. I hope they pick it up the next 2 games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, man. Hang in there, man.
Yeah, you can
hang in there. Man. It ain't over till it's over, man. It's
right. All right, man.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Okay. Shout out to BD Williams, franchise channel member, $20 super chat says bench exposed Tibbs. Let's go back to the Garden 2-2 salute KFTV NC by way of Brooklyn. Okay. Salute to him. Salute to Manny Kalyansakis, Al. This might be one of your people's, man. $20 super chat. Just love the show, guys. The Garden clearly brings a lot of pressure. Perhaps it's better to not have home court and grind away wins like this. Let's get one more. Manny from San Fran. Shout out to Manny, man.
One game right? at a time.
Did I say his name right? Correct that name, Al. Did I say it right? Kalyansakis. I did?
I'm giving it to you.
Yeah. I'll be in a story heavy, I'll be out there. They know.
I mean, you better be learning at some point, man. You better be learning at some point. If you're out there all the time.
Yeah. Shout out to my guys out there, man. Be eating good out there.
Next thing I know, Stevie's going to be coming back saying, "Opa!" Starting breaking some plates.
Oh, yeah. I already got that, Dad. Yeah, I already got that. 100%.
Stevie's going to be wearing a button-down shirt, 4 buttons undone, drinking some ouzo.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Smoking a cigarette. Like, who is this man?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, shout out to my guys out there, man. Okay. Who else? KG7 Fold says, did you get the Vientos? Nah. This is a thing, man. Back to story time. It's supposed to be Mark Vientos. They sell like the bobblehead toys, right? Mm-hmm. It's Mark Vientos. Well, I don't care. I'm just getting something for little man. Bro, we got there. The game started 7:10. They tell us pull up 5:40, 6 o'clock. We pull up. They ran out all of them. Like, how many did you produce where at 6 o'clock you can't even get none? Then I'm looking around at every other family. They got like 2, 3 boxes. Everybody just flashing the bobblehead joints.
What's Cohen doing, man?
Yeah, come on, Cohen, man.
You run a hedge fund. You got enough money to make more.
Yeah. Sheesh. I don't remember the Yankees being like that. Usually, like, by the time you get to game time is when those things maybe run out. But damn.
4 game time? That's crazy.
Yeah. Was anybody at the Met game tonight that got a Vientos bobblehead doll? I was disappointed in that. They insulted me a little bit, man. I'm not going to lie to you,
man. That was the final
This is why you go back to Yankee Stadium.
This is why.
No.
Yeah, then you got and then the insult to injury, they don't even limit 1 per customer. So you got families who are like 3 in their hand. Come on, man. Yeah, that ain't right, Jenny. Yeah, that ain't right, man.
How do you do that?
PR says Vientos got a bobblehead. Hey, that's Met culture. Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't have all the answers here. I just attend. You know.
All right. CP just goes for the food.
Yeah, I'm just there for. Oh, and that's another thing.
Uh-oh.
I'm digressing. I'm driving this thing off the rails. How is it? 3 chicken fingers and some fries.
Here we go.
Is damn near $20.
What?
And I'm talking about like little joints. I'm talking about like these could be like Tyson chicken nuggets, chicken strips. Cohen, you gotta do. I know you're trying to. You gotta pay Soto, but come on, man. Come on, Cohen, man. I know Soto costs a pretty penny, but for $18 for some little chicken nuggets, little man wanted 2. He was starving. I said, "Oh my God!" My wallet was quivering in my back pocket. I said, "Oh God, we ain't at the Garden." You know what I mean? We ain't at the Garden. I go to the Delta Club. I get the lobster salads on the house. Cohen, you killing me, man. Little man, he's a big boy, man. I had to get him 2 chicken finger dinners because
Tell Marie to start MetsFanTV. Then you can get some help.
Yeah, killing me over here, man. Yeah, Met fans know what I'm talking about. The chicken finger platters is way too small and way overpriced.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did it come with fries?
It did. It did. He didn't like the fries, so he wasn't full enough. So I had to go get him the next.
You got to get another one. Oh my!
All right, man. Yeah, that's another thing. Come on, man. Crinkle cut fries are never up there on anybody's list. Am I right or wrong, fellas?
Crinkle cut.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you know they going on the cheap. Who's got crinkle cut fries at the top of their list?
Not the top.
Not
some places, if
you're
doing right, you can get some good crinkle fries, but not at a stadium. Sorry, my man.
Stadium, man.
Not in no stadium.
It's got to be
stadium
like
crinkle. No.
It's got to be like shoelace fries, man. Go traditional.
You go curly, you go waffle, you go traditional. Hey, I'll even give you some tater tots.
Okay, too far.
You don't rock with the tater tots?
What do you got against tater tots, man? What's happening?
No tater tots, bro.
Wow.
Man, what?
Wow.
What do you mean?
I think you got waffle a little too high. I think you got waffle a little too high, if you ask me.
Wow.
Waffles are too high?
I think waffle fry. He said waffle fry too. He had waffle fry too.
Yeah.
Got those double fries. You ever had those?
You know what? Now I see this. I see what's going on here. CK is actually a crinkle cut guy. That's what's going on here. He just doesn't want to.
No.
I think I insulted him a little bit. I think I insulted him a little bit.
Are those our options up there?
Daniel posted some prize options. Okay,
yeah. So Curly
now become the food
You had
channel.
that right. You had that right.
Yeah.
Standard 2, then waffle. Tater tots ain't even up. I'm good on tater tots.
There it
sorry,
is. This is.
I'm so good on tater tots.
That's the thing, man. My Mets fans, like, people at City Field working it. A combo of crinkle cut fries and 3 little chicken fingers for damn near $20. That's a rip.
That is diabolical. I'm sorry.
Somebody put something in the suggestion box for Cohen and them to step it up. I'll come there more often if you up it a little. Usually their food's pretty good. But the chicken fingers, that's like standard meals there. You got to up it with some waffle fries, man, or I'm not coming back.
TM gets me, bro. TM gets me.
Hold on. Who said this?
the bar.
Yeah, the bar says CK look like he's trying to order.
I couldn't see, man. I had to get my CP glasses, man.
CK thinks he's in and out right now. He's getting in and out cravings right now.
Man, I am a tater hater. Yeah, TM with me. TM gets it, bro.
Nah, y'all crazy, man.
No, man.
Tater tots are good. They're not the first option, but they're good.
Wow. Brandon McNeely, CP's dead wrong about crinkle cuts. Even Arby's crinkle cuts are better than Curly. What? Nathan's fries are crinkle cuts. Shake Shack. The Shake Shack crinkle cuts are pretty good.
They're solid.
Are they?
They're good enough. They're good enough.
What's Rally's
Yeah,
call
right.
for you guys over there? What's Rally's over there? Checkers.
Checkers.
They got that. Those crinkle cutter fire, man. Y'all.
Checkers. Well, Checkers always had like the seasoned joints. I never
Checkers
had
fries
crinkle
are
cut
fire.
fries from Checkers. I haven't had Checkers
Seasoned
yet.
fries. That's what it was called. I
The
called them double
seasoned
fried.
Yeah.
Seasoned fries are top tier. That's the top tier.
Yeah,
That's what I was
seasoned
looking for on the list.
Even that.
Top tier.
Even that. But to start with crinkle cut, the Nathan crinkle cut
Yeah,
fries,
you're
I
right.
was never a fan. I don't know, man.
That's okay, man.
That was,
It's okay.
I'm way past my glizzy stage of life. But when I was on it,
Oh yeah, I'm same.
you know,
Pass on that.
the Nathan crinkle cuts, I was never a fan. They're always soft at the ones by me. I like my fries crispy. You gotta be crispy.
Checkers. Steak fries.
Yeah.
Just order a baked potato if you eating steak fries. What
Right.
Are we doing?
Yeah,
What?
Oh man, yeah. Me and wife.
Oh man.
What are we doing, bro?
Yeah. We had a war over the steak fries. Al, this sounds like that's your thing. Did we insult you?
That's your
I
thing.
do like steak fries, man. What's going on here?
Man.
Using half a bottle of ketchup just for one fry. Come on, bro.
How dare you?
Like,
You
come
can't
on,
let
bro.
'em
Like,
know.
what are we doing?
You
What
can't
are we
let 'em
doing,
know.
man?
Let
What are we
'em know,
doing,
man.
man? I'll make
Let
you a
'em
steak fry. I'll buy a potato. I'm literally gonna cut it in 3 slices. I got your steak fries right here. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Oh, you
That's
just
not
never
fries,
had good.
man.
This is the issue. You guys have never had good steak fries, and that's where y'all hate.
Man,
Where you get
Man.
steak fries at? Where do you get good ones at?
There's a good
Yeah.
steakhouse out here. First of all,
Oh, at like a legit
9 to 5,
steakhouse.
not like a legit steakhouse. I went to my 9 to 5 paid for our lunch the other day, and I'm like, ooh, here we go. Get some
and
legit
you
steak
went
fries.
in,
Steak fries.
huh? Bottomless
Bro,
steak
did
fries.
I go in? Didn't have to pay
Jet
a dime.
life,
Did
there
I
you
go
go.
in?
Oh, we got a lot of
Wedges.
people. We got a lot of people in the chat that are into steak fries.
See,
But
see,
really?
that's good.
My mouth.
But you know who I'm going to shout out? Shout
Yeah.
out to my mama. My mama makes damn good steak fries. I'll tell you that right
Really?
now. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Just, you know,
the
chop the
Shake
potato in
Shack
3.
crinkle cuts are pretty decent. They're pretty good. I don't mind those. You get a little
man.
cheese on them. They're pretty good. The Shake Shack
solid.
crinkle cut fries.
Yeah,
Steak
yeah. No,
fries,
they're solid.
you'll never get me to like.
Come on, man.
No way.
You choking halfway through the meal. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm just not.
Because-
I'm not
because-
doing steak fries, bro.
And we'll get to the calls in a second. We're just having a serious conversation.
This is important.
Because I don't feel like the steak fries will ever get crispy enough to my liking.
That's what I'm
Al,
saying. That's what I'm saying. Tell them.
Look, top tier fries are gonna be like Mickey D fries, right? You know what I mean?
Back in the
That's
day,
not
back in the 90s when they put the
God knows what they put on it, but it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Problem with
You
Mickey
didn't
D's,
ask,
gotta-
you just
gotta
accepted it.
No,
You got a timer on
the-
McDonald's
what they were
fries.
using that they were legit using. I don't even want to say because that would have been like I would have to pull myself from the show. That would have been like a flagrant 5. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the flavorings that they were putting on there from a certain animal.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. I had to catch
Now the
myself.
show's completely got off the rails.
Off
Holy
the rail-
cow.
Off the rails. But hey, man, we're happy we got the win.
We have the important conversations here. That's what I think. I think we're having an important conversation.
Yeah. All right, good talk.
Tater tots need more respect. and so do steak
absolutely
fries.
not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Put them in the trunk with campaign, bro. Let's move on.
You know, Slate has a. I order this every time I go to watch party. At Slate, they have the fry sampler, so you get waffle,
all of them,
shoestring, and tater tots,
Mhm.
all in one thing with the dipping sauces on it. That's what I get down with when I get to Slate, and I sit down
No
and
steak
watch.
fries. If you got steak fries, you have to order extra sauce.
Nah.
a side of sauce per fry, bro.
Yeah.
First of all, you get the sauce with the steak. Come on, man. I'm getting sauce and I'm getting fries on the side if I'm getting steak fries. Come on, man.
Okay.
You can.
All right. Well, this was a good convo, man. We'll bookmark this and continue the debate. Let the debate rage on another night. This was a good segue. Shout out to everybody in the chat for chiming in with their opinion. The chat's going in right now.
They are. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I see the Nick chick is in there because once you brought up the steak fries, she's all over it. She's into it.
Tragic. It's so tragic.
Yeah.
Tragic.
So tragic. Oh my goodness.
All right,
CQ, what are you eating? The smiley fries? Is that what you're getting? You getting some smiley fries? You
Nah.
dipping them in
Oh, I
the
used to
in
go in on
your
them
sauce?
heavy,
Is that what you're
Hey
doing?
man, you acting like You never ate smiley fries? You
All
know?
the time.
Come on, man.
All the time.
Come
'Cause
on,
you know,
man.
you know, CK, you put the little extras in the pan because you know your kids ain't eating. You know how much your kids can
Right,
eat.
bro.
You throw like
100%.
like 1 or 2 extra the smiley joints in there, and
Come
take
on, man.
that. That's your little. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Smiley fries and 1 or 2 tenders because they ain't couldn't finish them. Yeah, you
Right,
good, man.
that's
You
it.
just chilling with a nice little snack. Yeah. half bag of fruit snacks because you know they thought they wanted them, but they really didn't. Yeah, bro. You be getting lunches off of kids, bro. I'm
That's
telling you.
it. That's it, man.
Nah, CK, I'm talking about now. You're eating them right now, CK. You're making a whole plate for yourself. That's what you're
I'm
doing.
not ordering smiley fries, Alex. Seasoned fries are my number one.
Hi, am I at In-N-Out right now? I'd like to get the monster burger and some smiley fries on the side, sir.
Do you guys,
Oh
do you
my
guys make the
God.
smiley fries still? Do you guys
Hilarious.
still? No,
bro.
that's not
Absolutely
me.
hilarious. All right, let's go to Matt Coco 3000. Matt on the Discord. Do we have Matt? Okay, Matt going once. All right, Matt, we'll see you tomorrow, pal. We'll see you tomorrow. STG Nick on the Discord. Let's go. Do we have STG? We don't have STG.
Everyone was thrown off by our fry conversation.
Yeah, I think everybody went to go get something to eat. They got the munchies now. Okay. How about LD? Do we have LD on the Discord?
What?
Watch LD come through with some crazy fry combination.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to LD. Okay, so all right, we'll try Matt Coco again. Matt, are you there? I don't know. Matt went in again.
Yo,
Yo. Okay, we got you now. We got you now. Matt, go ahead.
Hey guys, thanks a lot, man. It's been a pleasure listening to you guys for the whole season. I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think Leon Rose had to say to Tibbs before the game to make this change happen?
Hey, I think he said, "Hey, man."
That's it.
Yeah, I think that was it, man.
Am I the only one who thinks that it wasn't like it was Leon putting the pressure on Tibbs? I mean, like somebody had to do it, and it's like, why did it take this long?
Yeah, I would think again, you know, just
yeah, I know we're just speculating.
Yeah. But like I said, I think there was definitely had to been some conversations there. Like, hey, you know, let's we got to shake things up a little bit. Season's on the line, and they know that the starting lineup has not been working. The bench rotation so far had not been working, so he didn't really have a choice.
Just happy, man. Just happy we got to see Cat shine. Game 3. We got to make this happen. Thanks a lot, guys.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right.
He said, "Hey Tom, how much you like your job?" That's what he said.
That's right.
That's what he said.
Nah, you know what he said? Hey Tom, how much you like those crinkle cut fries?
Yeah, right. Let's get to STG. STG on the Discord. Do we have STG now? I don't know. LD, are you there?
I'm here, gentlemen. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Let's go.
I don't know what y'all talking about the fries, but yesterday I called. I talked about Cat. This is what we needed.
This is what
and
we
I
need.
said this is exactly what we needed. And I said yesterday that at one point he was mentioned amongst the Jokic's, the Giannis's, the Embiids, and a gentleman by the name of Patrick Williams in the comments said no. And what we do too often is we forget when we're upset what players have been at one point or can be. Is Cat anywhere close to them now? No. But again, he's getting paid $50 million not just because he's tall. He has a reputation of at least being productive enough to be paid that much. And statistically, he is the greatest shooting big in the history of the NBA. This is not opinion. This is the fact. Over Dirk, over Durant, it is him, right? His game is not big body game. He's a finesse kind of player, almost Pau Gasol-like, but with the shooting touch, right? He's not a Kevin Garnett. He's not a bully. But if we give him space to shine, he can do this. Does he do a lot of awkward stuff? Absolutely. But I am glad we got to see this game because, as you know, you're the Tibbs defendant. I'm the player defendant. I like when players get to show what they can actually do when they're given space to do what they do well. I love Brunson, but when he was on the bench and Cat had more space, he was shining, right? And it's up to the coach to figure out, because you have the talent, it's up to him to figure out how to balance these two, because Brunson shines when he's, doing his thing on in ISO, but we've got to find a way to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all watched the FIBA tournament with not the Olympics, but the FIBA tournament where we didn't medal.
World Cup, yeah.
Yeah, Halliburton, Brunson, Anthony Edwards, and Austin Reeves were on the same team. And Brunson struggled because they didn't need an ISO dominant player since they already had what's his name, Anthony Edwards. And Halliburton and Reeves had a better series than he did because they could play off ball a little bit more. So if coach can find a way to balance it out, give them all space, I think we all know we got the better squad. I heard y'all having the conversation. If you're going to draft all the players in this series, the Knicks will probably go 4 of the top 6, right? So we got the squad, and I'm so glad we got to see Cat look like this, because he can do this, and hopefully this builds his confidence to know he can do this. But it was a yeah, I say cardiac Knicks. I can't lie. I don't know how we pulled this off, but we did. And it's a great win. Great win.
How about Wright, man? What'd you think about Wright and Shamet?
I mean, they did their thing when they were called up. They did their thing. It was a group effort, and as y'all said, I don't know what happened at halftime. I don't know what conversations were had, but I watched this dude into the Knicks verse. I've seen him on your channel once, right? I saw he had a halftime report, and he was livid, right? He was pissed off out of his mind. After the game, I watched his show, and everything that he said during the halftime show, he's like, look, whatever they got to do in that locker room, they better do it and come out swinging because the season is on the line. And everything the coach at least looked like he did, making these adjustments of that sort, dealing with the foul trouble, I don't know if it was because of him. I don't know if it's because of the players. I'm just glad how it turned out, and I'm glad Cat got to look like this in a series this season because we do have a guy who can do this. There was a comment. Sorry, there was a comment that I saw during the live stream with CK the Great that said Randall is switching the narrative and Cat is reinforcing the narrative of the playoffs. The constant between both is that in the playoffs under Tibbs, they don't shine the brightest. I know, it doesn't mean Tibbs is bad, but we've always talked about, especially when Randall was here, Randall in ISO is not the greatest under pressure. He led the entire NBA in crunch time turnovers during the regular season. We've seen these things. So if you give these players space to operate, where they don't have to put the ball on the floor too much, they shine. And I'm so glad that we got to see Cat do this because he needed this. He needed this big time, and everybody else did. I'm glad to see Wright on the court. I'm glad to see Shamet on the court. They all did their thing, and I'm proud of this. Hopefully we knock this out, get these dudes out of here because these players deserve it, man. But I'm just glad we got the win.
Yeah, big time. Good call, man. Rate that call in the chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. LD on the check-in. Yeah, man. Shout out to LD, man. All right, man. We'll try STG one more time. STG, are you there? Okay. Do we have Cody Glock in the building? Do we have the Glockster?
Y'all can hear me, man.
Yeah. What's good, man? Close us out tonight, man.
Chilling, man. Yo, my bad, y'all. Shout out, Nikki. No, not Nikki Pipes, man. Manscaped, man. You see, I'm disorientated right now, man.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out Manscaped, man. I average 0 turnovers because of Manscaped, man. I take care of my ball profusely with the utmost friction in my mixture. No testimonials. I see you guys 3 on the screen, man. It's new. I don't know what to think of this right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and say what I need to say, man. Like, yo, boom, right, bust it. So I was watching this game, guys, and like a lot of us, I was mad. I was angry. Man, it's unscrupulous tonight, B. The debauchery was vigorous. There was some blondies in the crowd with extreme pulchritude distracting Brunson. We went down 20. I'm here. It's me and my girl and my daughter simultaneously watching our orange and blue get torched in the first half. This resorted to me using one of my great old tactics. Since the dawn of time, from a little kid up until now, what is the universal thing recommended for people in a bad mood? That's a question for y'all.
KFTV.
What do we do when we are not in the mood and we are not feeling like ourselves? If you guys guessed it, then let me say this. You damn right I took my ass a nap. A good ass nap during this game. What triggered the nap was my girl making a snarky comment. She said, should we like put on a movie or something when we was down 20? I was hot. I was hot. I looked at her. I said no words. Not one word was said for like probably 30 minutes after that. It was straight nap time after that. When I woke up from a well-needed angry nap I took, we were down by 10 points. It never fails. When I woke up to the guys, I instantly caught flashbacks of Game 2 Celtics. I caught my second win, and I started cheering again. Because down 10 is like down 3 to us when we cut it from 20. I instantly had the utmost confidence we would win this game, bro. Before the nap, I wrote Tibbs off. I was cursing that cat through the TV. I wanted to call Brooklyn back to negotiate for at least 2 of the 5 picks. You feel me? And I was hot. After, I had post-snap clarity. Pause. Right? Look, boom.
Yeah.
After the nap, I was cheering my brain. When I seen Cat dunk on Neesmith, bro,
Yeah, that was
I'm
ferocious.
light-skinned. You feel me? I'm light-skinned, bro. But I was screaming, family show that light-skinned guy. I hated him. Hate all the light skins right now. Like, but if your name not JB, you can't be light skinned. Like, yo, bro. After Cat dunked on that man, I seen the light. I seen us winning in 6 or 7. Because if Cat is aggressive, if Cat plays like this, there's no way the Pacers could beat us 4 games, bro.
Right.
There's just no way. They don't have no answer for the man, bro. They had no. JB was able to sit for the majority of the fourth quarter because Kelo Kiwawawa was giving it to the whole squad. They couldn't do nothing with him, bro.
Gave the whole squad that work.
And I love Tibbs, bro. I hope he gets it together, bro. We want to know with the Delon Wright Shamit. We want to know. Please go to it. We want to know what the Mitchie starting. You see, I'm not gonna tell you nothing about Mitchie because it's nothing that has to be said about him no more. He's here. You guys know what he do.
Yeah.
We started. We want to know.
Tell him, man.
We want to know, man. It's a grind. It's a battle, bro. I'm confident now. My confidence is back. My head is held up high, bro. We came back 20 like we always do. Game 4 is ours. And when we win game 4, I'm back out the window. I'm back outside. I'm back outside. I'm back going downstairs telling y'all to wait. Well, I'm screaming. Yo,
Yeah.
shout out Nikki Pipes, man. Shout out the free throws. You did you miss the last free throw, CP? That you took?
Nah.
You made it?
I'm on fire right now, bro.
Yeah, yo, shout out CP free throws. He's on fire right now, man. Yo, shout out CK2K, man. Shout out Alex, man. Shout out all the dogs that I can't do it tonight, B. I'm just really want to win game 4, man. I'm out, man. Peace, man.
Salute, man. Salute. Shout out to the Glockster, man. Rate that call in the chat.
My bad, yo. Shout out my Mitchie communist, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the Glockster, man. Always makes it an interesting night. All right, now let's wrap the supers and dip, man. Great show, man. Where you want to start? I lost my screen here with the supers. Hang on.
My thing's going wonky right now. It's not even showing me all the supers.
Okay. Did we salute all the new franchise channel members that came in?
No,
NY
we did not.
Patriot. Shout out NY Patriot 1018, Jamie Wyman, Legacy 89, CB. Salute. Salute to Tristan Puglia Velasquez. Salute. We got a $50 super chat. Our guy Daryl Austin Jr. $50 super chat says was stressing in the first half and was ready to have the firing squad out there for Tibbs and some roster changes if we went down 3-0. But Cardiac Knicks lived up to their name and on the game 4, one game at a time. Yeah, that's it, man. One game at a time. They got game 3. Just got to get 4. And then we make things a little bit interesting. Shout out to our guy Abdul from San Diego. Man,
Abdul,
why do the Knicks always have to play with my heart like this? I'm 40. I don't know how much more I can take. Salute to Abdul. I'm with you, man. Shout out to the 40 squads in here. Who else?
I got my super chats working. So
okay. Let me I just want to I'm kind of going in order of donations here. Just want to make sure we gotta kind of do this in some sort of order. We got BD Williams. We got Kevin Lofton, franchise channel member, $20 super chat says, I hope you don't see Payne again. Put him in WIT Pro. Who else we got in here? William Burton, $10 super chat, franchise channel member says, donation for CP Suns Yankee jersey. Salute to William. Appreciate that. We got Mark, Omega Rex. It sends 2 donations, $20 total. So Tibbs had Carlisle searching for answers tonight. Finally, credit Tibbs for showing that he can be creative and force the opposing coach to make adjustments. Carlisle took an L tonight. He also says Carlisle is going to have them guys poised to shoot 43s in game 4. Tibbs keep the creativity going and have answers for their counter. They don't have many places to hide if you stay on them. Shout out to Omega Rex again. $10 super chat says, salute to the role players for stepping up on the road. Tibbs had to put them in. They had to execute and show that grit. Being down 20, and these professionals went to work. Mad respect. Shout out to King David. It's $20 super chat. Franchise channel member says 2-2 going to MSG. That's it. That's all. KFTV love. Salute, man. Salute King David. We definitely appreciate you, man. All right, Al, where you want to go with it?
Are you scrolling up or are you scrolling down? Because I see.
I mean, I kind of went, for the people that dropped $50 super chats, $20 super chats. I kind of went in that order a little bit, and also to make sure we address our franchise channel member super chats first. So I know it might not be in order as they came in, but we want to kind of prioritize number one, the franchise channel members, and also the higher donations.
Gotcha. So you got all the franchise channel members then?
I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Navy Guy 2006, $10 super chat says, amazing how the life in this game or even this team was just a few seats down the bench. What a notion. This team can take years off your life. We got our swag back. Cat has to take over. Let's go, Knicks. Who else we got?
So I see we got Tristan. We got Tristan Velasquez. Shout out to you for the super chat.
Yep.
You got GQ, the Prince.
No, go ahead.
Shout out to GQ the Prince for the $5 super chat. The deuce was loose when Cat gets on the low block. He's unstoppable, and it opens up those threes he wants. Let's go Knicks. Yes, sir. Let's see. You got Terry Cal 2. You got Abdul from San Diego. Angel. You got Jet Life. Shout out to Reyes Anderson for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Teresa Jillian. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Let's see where we're going as well. Did you get Rasheem Robinson?
Rasheem.
Shout out to Rasheem Robinson for the $10 super chat. Who would have thought that moving the ball around and giving Cat more touches would have helped us win the game? Crazy, right? Cat and the second unit kept us alive. The Pacers are not stronger than us. That's a fact, man. We got BMAT 2730. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. We've all been begging for DeLon Wright minutes. Finally, does Tibbs stick with the double big starting lineup? Yeah, he's going to stick with the double big starting lineup.
Yes.
We got Scrappy with the $5 super chat. CK, he actually wants you to read this. I don't know if you got this one.
Which one?
It says, if it says, I'll send you the screenshot. I'll send it to you so you can read it when you let me know when you're ready.
Got it. Just send it to me.
And then,
Yeah. Keep going. I'll let you know.
I got you. 1 second. I'll just send it to you. All right. Send it to you via text. So it should be getting see it in a second. All right, we got where are we at too?
All right, I got it.
All right, cool.
I'm not reading it the way you want me to read it, Scrappy. This is they love their Karl-Anthony Towns memes, man. Scrappy $2 super. He said, "Yo, CK2K. After all that, we came away with the W. Only because you paid $2, Scrappy. Shout out to Scrappy, man. They love their cat memes, man.
Shout out to Jay Gadget for the $2 super chat. Shout out to Scrappy again with the $2 super chat. We got Chuck Norris with the $5 Chunk Norris with the $5 super chat. I hate them. Let's effing go. Big Nick. Not sure what NRG stands for. How about more than a 7-man rotation? Knicks in 6. We rule the nation. All right,
let's go.
We
Did
got
you say
Chris
you're
Ward
not
Jr.
sure what NRG stands for?
Yeah, what am I missing there?
Like energy, bro. You just said it.
Well,
energy. Big Nick energy.
Oh, all right.
Jeez,
Spread out,
Alex.
bro.
Keep reading.
Youngster.
Hey,
Come on, man.
I'm just that guy, man. Just that guy. Just that guy. Shout out to Chris Ward Jr. with the $10 super chat. Cat finally put his hands up high on defense and avoided the foul. McBride defense on Pascal. That play was fire. All right. Tristan Paluga again. Pagia Velasquez with the $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Who else we got? Appreciate it. Let me know if you didn't get it. See if you got all the franchise channel members, right?
Yeah.
Just double checking. All right, cool. All right. Vic from the Sty. Shout out to the $5 super chat. Less JB in the fourth leads to better defense and ball movement. The captain narrative can get in the way of winning at times. Put away the brooms, Indy. Let's go, Knicks. Yeah, he was having an off night tonight. That's what I'm going to lean it towards. He had an off night. Well, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to need Brunson in the fourth to close this thing out. But he had an off night. Shout out to Samaj with the $10 super chat. Our cat is part dog.
Okay.
Let's see. We got A-Dub with the $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Vince Yako with the $2 super chat. Appreciate it as well. Who else we got in here? Kaiser Soze, 718. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Says Shamit, Deuce, and Wright just played great together. Campaign sucks on defense. Let's go, Knicks. Still alive. We got who else we got? We got Nabar, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. Jay Tang, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Says, I publicly apologize for the cat and Hart slander. It is so like the Knicks to literally turn the whole game around in 1 quarter of good ball.
Yeah, right. Man, it's true. Totally true, man.
Shout out to Manny for the $20 super chat. It says, love the show, guys. Cigar and Chloe brings a lot of pressure. Perhaps. Oh, you read this one already. Yep. Shout out to Manny again. Shout out to Coffee from Canada with the $7 Canadian dollars. The last team to blow a 2-0 series lead as the road team were Carlos Mavs in 2021. They were also up 19 in game 3, 1 game at a time. That's for sure.
All right.
We got Kate.
Oh, Mark said he was asked. He sent another $10 one. Do we see? Are we coming up to that one?
Shortly.
Mark. Okay. All right. If you see it, I'm looking for it. But if you see it, go ahead. Keep doing anything.
All right. KJ, shout out to you for the $10 super chat. We need 28 and 11 Brunson instead of 35 and 2 Brunson. When he gets others' looks and knows when to get his own bucket, it makes us tough to play. We can't expect to take this series with ISO ball. Yeah, got to move the rock. Shout out to Peter for the $2 super chat. EJ with the $50 super chat. Knicks in 6. We're live in 3. We're live in the building. All right. Shout out to Hospi for the Canadian.
What up, man?
Yeah, man. It's been a minute. Shout out to you for the $3 super chat. Says, I've never hated and loved the team so much. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, man. The up and down nature of this team, man. The love and hate. Like I said, this entire game had me going through all my emotions. Omega Rex with the $5 super chat. The last time the Pacers were held to 100 or less was in February. Imagine if we had half the turnovers. We'd be up 11 points, 1 game at a time. We got Chu Blaka with the $5 super chat. Says, I know we have the JD microwave fund, but this is the CK2K holding down the play-by-play fund. Hardest job on KFTV. Salute. Knicks in 6. What else we got? We got Girly76C with the $5 super chat. Tibbs was coaching for his job tonight. Thank you for using and trusting the bench. Get the dub Tuesday. Big Nick energy. Let's go. Sign Miss Afrique 631. We got this. What else we got? We got Omega Rex again with a $10 super chat. Tibbs and Carl searching for answers tonight. Finally, credit Tibbs for showing that he can be creative and force the opposing coach to make adjustments. Carlisle took an L tonight. Here we go. Mark with the $10 super chat. Speaking of Astoria, I'm from Greenpoint, but used to go out there to George's often. It's a shame they closed down. You ever been there, Alex? No, actually, George. No, I haven't been to George's. Been to Michael's though. Good diner out there in Astoria.
Where? Michael's. Have I been to Michael's? No. I don't think I've been there, man.
It's like by 30. I'm gonna say 36 and I think 34th around there. It's around that part. Yeah. We got Abe Eckstein with the $5 super chat. This fries combo went way off the rails. Hey man, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna make
That's what we do, man.
DK and CP a believer in steak fries. Don't worry.
Yes.
Never.
Shout out to Omen with the $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Omega Rex again with the $10 super chat. Carlo is going to have them guys poised to shoot 43s in game 4. Tibbs, keep the creativity going and have the answers for their counter. They don't have many places to hide if you stay on them. Let's go, Knicks.
Yep. I got those Mega Red ones. Mega Rex.
Okay. All right. That's at the end. So, did you get above the rims?
No, I didn't.
Above the rim. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat for being a franchise channel member and a mod. Roy Hibbert sighting instantly made me think of Mello. Was Pain in street clothes or DNP? Shout out to PJ Tucker for yelling at Cat.
He did. He did.
Yeah. Yep.
PG straightened him out, man. All right, we at the end.
Yeah, that's the end from what I'm seeing. Big R22 just put in a $5 super chat. Shout out to all my Knicks fans, Knicks and 6.
Let's go. All right.
Armin Duda with the gifted, I should say, 10 franchise channel memberships. Shout out to you.
Wow. Armand, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate the love. Shout out to Armand for sure. All right. We good?
So you got I read all the ones that aren't franchise channel members, yeah.
Okay,
did you also get Darrell Austin Jr.?
Yes, yep. Okay. I think we got everybody.
All right, cool.
Pretty sure. All right. Well, shout out to Esco. Welcome to the franchise channel members as well. And hey, if we didn't get you, we'll certainly get you tomorrow. The show will be back tomorrow, Memorial Day, man. We'll get something happening. And Al, we'll talk game of the week preview. Talk about that. Hey, let the fight another day, man. That's all it is. One game at a time. The fight continues against all odds at this point. Well, fellas, great show. Salute to the franchise channel members again. Salute to the replay gang. Remember that the show's available in audio podcast format. We got 3,600 people in here. I know a lot of you guys are new callers. So we asked the following things, as you guys know. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Throw it in your group chat for tomorrow night, man.
Hold on one second. CP Soon Reach sent a super chat. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. $5 super chat. Shouts to the fathers out there. I was making a bottle and pouring wine at the same time. Cardiac Knicks and 6. Hashtag BX Soon Reach.
There we go. There we go, man. All right, guys. Time to recharge and get ready for game 4. But great show, man. Great show, CK. Great show, Al. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace. Make sure you guys are joining the newsletter as well. Daniel for bringing that up. Make sure you guys are joining the newsletter. We have a lot of great articles, and also it's a way for you guys to stay up to date, up to speed with everything that KFTV has going on, and there will be a lot more. Hey, whether it's season or off season, we got a lot of stuff going on, so we want to make sure that you guys are up to speed. You know, a lot of you guys always ask about the watch parties and when those are. Signing up for the newsletter is a way to do that because we send it directly to your email. All right. So, yeah, man, we'll see you guys on Monday or later on today. But great show to everybody, man. We'll see you guys, man. Peace.